support and their hard work more than we can even say here on the night. Lady Ravens to keep that going here in game number 1, which is about 30 minutes away from now. Ava Baker providing some big minutes as well. Marika Welch leads the team in scoring. And in the men's game, they're coming off of a 35-point win over Allen County. They'll look to continue that success here tonight. Charles Caparasso, a game-time decision with that shoulder injury. We'll see if he's able to suit up or not tonight for the Ravens. But Ravens going for their 3rd straight win as they take on Southwestern JV, the Builders, before their big-time Saturday showdown with the NEO Norsemen. We'll hear from Coach Tony Turner as well as Coach Jay Herkelman coming up here on the Red Raven pregame show. Let's take a quick 2-minute timeout. Coach Turner joins us next. Coach Herkelman around the corner. You're on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network.
I'm Adam Vanderlinden, General Manager. A lot of businesses will just buy pallets of water from us. We sell pallets of water. Powerade, Gatorade, electrolyte powders, and electrolyte freezer pops. Imperial Vending, world-class service.
When you or your loved ones need help, you can rely on Medical Lodges. For more than 50 years, Medical Lodges has been serving the area with multiple skilled nursing facilities, assisted living facilities, and home health locations in Kansas. They even have facilities in Missouri and Oklahoma. Services include rehabilitation, adult daycare, and home health assistance. You and your loved ones can lead enhanced lives with the caring and loving hands of the compassionate staff at Medical Lodges.
Looking for a bank that understands your individual needs? We have the solution. At Solutions North Bank, formerly Community State Bank, we offer a variety of accounts to fit a variety of lifestyles and needs. Call Solutions North Bank at 620-251-1313 or stop by our Coffeyville location at 1414 West 11th Street and speak to a new accounts representative today. It's the SNB way. Solutions North Bank, member FDIC.
Your future begins at Coffeyville Community College. If you're a high school senior, make plans now to attend Senior Day at CCC, Thursday, November 19th. Learn more about what CCC can do for you, including academics, activities, athletics, fine arts, technical programs, and student services. Plus, take a campus tour. CCC Senior Day, Thursday, November 14th from 9 until noon, beginning in the Spencer Rounds Theater. Register today at coffeyville.edu.
Red Raven pregame show here on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network. Getting ready for a doubleheader tonight at... We're talking to Lady Raven head coach Tony Turner. Coach, it's kind of... It's always good to see you, but it's even better to see you when the team's 3-0.
Oh, yeah, it's always a good feeling when you're 3-0 and the girls are working hard and hopefully prepared for tonight and go out and play a team that's going to be pretty hungry.
Absolutely. And, Coach, going back to quickly the Fort Scott game, and I think that a fair assessment for that game is that another just outstanding performance by your defense, forcing 28 turnovers, really forcing a lot of contested shots for the most part on the night. I think your defense has been one of the best in the Jayhawk to start the season. But I think your offense could have been improved. I think that there were some sloppy possessions. We've talked about, you wanting your girls to improve their shot selection. I think we saw some shades of that in that game. So I think obviously the way your defense is playing, it puts your offense in a position where they can, make mistakes and learn from those mistakes. But I think we saw that this team still obviously has some stuff to work on.
Oh, yeah, no question. To this team's defense, we've been working on a lot of defensive stuff. And, our philosophy, defense travels, offense don't travel. So we want to be solid all at the defensive end to the best we can be. And I guess what entailed the backside of it, you don't work on a lot of offensive stuff to get executed. But once we get our defense down where we want it to be, then that offense will get better.
Well, and Coach, I know that, obviously the execution of the playbook and the execution of the certain sets that you want to run will come into play. But when you look at this roster and you see the caliber of shooters, caliber of slashers, caliber of post players, this offense is inevitably going to have those 80, 90-point performances where, like
like you said, I mean, we've talked about rebounding and defense being pillars of this program, and if you can continue to rebound and defend the way you've rebounded and defended to start the season, your offense has a lot of flexibility.
Oh yeah, no question. We and one other thing is, we have a bunch of new players. We're still on the offense. We're still working on that chemistry because we've had some different type athletes that we've had in the past. It's just a matter of time for this team starts really rolling on that offensive end because we do have a lot of tools, and we just got to do better job of the coaching staff of getting it all put in the right place, put them in the right places.
Absolutely. Coach, a player that I want to talk about, we talked to her after opening night, Ava Baker. Obviously didn't play a ton last year due to just having a really quality roster, and also I know she was dealing with some injuries, but comes out this year, shoots 7 of 7 in the first game of the year, and she's just come out and really been a key piece, hitting some big shots, just giving you some quality experience minutes. And something that I talked to Ava about that I think is a big difference maker for this team is early in the season where a lot of teams struggle is having a lack of experience in that second unit. You have, of course, Karis in the starting lineup, Alexis in the starting lineup, even a transfer like Narika in the starting lineup, but usually the bench is a lot more inexperienced, but having a player like Ava come off the bench with her 12 games of college basketball experience feels like it gives that unit a huge head start.
Yeah, and Ava does a great job for us. Ava comes to practice every day, works hard. She understands her role. She's very unselfish. She's one of the most unselfish kids we've coached, and it's just because she understands what it's all about. She knows her limitations. She knows what she does good. She keeps that second group humble and keeps them on point, just how to handle the business, handle the pressure. Ava's come a long ways, and every day she improves. And we're looking for her to start getting more minutes because she can shoot it, like you said, and her defense is getting a lot better. And I think she wasn't buying in all the way to the defensive philosophy, and now she's starting to buy into it. And just as talented as she is, she'll be seeing more minutes.
And Coach, another player I want to touch on, a couple players, I guess I should say. I know we talked a little bit about you having 4 freshman point guards on this team. We talked a little bit about Carly Parker last week, but I was impressed with another couple that played in that second half, especially against Fort Scott. Kaylin Willis, I thought, did a really good job defensively, got some key steals, really felt like she matched the pace of college basketball well. And then in the fourth quarter, we saw Cam Etchison score quick 5 points, have a couple steals, couple assists. Just cool to see both of those girls really, I felt like, play well in that second half.
Both of those players are getting better and better every day. They both come to practice like sponges, ready to work, ready to get after it, and they both guard really well. They're both very coachable. They're just waiting for their time and their opportunity to get in there, and their attitudes have been great. And they come in, they help those players get better and better every day, and just because they challenge them, and we're looking forward to them. Just keep grinding, wait until their turn to get in there, and they've been right on pace of handling their business.
And Coach, we look now to this matchup with Haskel JV, and this is a team you saw at Nellis Hall last year as well. They do have a couple of returners from that team from last year, but it's something that's interesting to me. I feel like in the non-conference, you never really know what you're going to see in terms of a team's size. I feel like you match up with teams sometimes where you have a clear size advantage, but this Haskel team, they bring some girls with some pretty nice size, a lot of 5'9", 5'10", even some 6-footers on this roster. Yeah,
this team is going to be, they're much improved from last year. We've been watching a lot of film on them. They move the ball well. They spread you out. They just play basketball. They do a lot of backdoor cuts. It's really hard to get a good scout on their offense because they just spread you out and play basketball, and the coach is doing a really good job with them. If we don't come in ready to handle our business, we'll be in for a dogfight tonight.
And Coach, last thing I have for you, appreciate you taking some time with us here tonight before tip-off, but obviously at the end of the day, whatever you got to do to get to 4-0 is the key tonight. But if there were a couple things that you were focused on seeing from your girls tonight, improving from week 2 to week 3 of the season now, what are a couple areas that you're hoping to see some growth from your girls?
We definitely want to get better at rebounding. Just seeing that, just the attention to detail to it, moving when the ball moves tonight. If we don't jump to the ball and get to the help, they'll just get a lot of backdoor cuts. So we also just want to just see that we're moving in the right direction. We've been doing a lot of drills lately about just jumping to the ball, getting to the help, a lot of communicating. So we're going to definitely just take a good focus on that tonight, how well we're guarding off the ball.
Well, great stuff. Conference play starts a week and a half away, and the Red Ravens looking to finish non-conference strong, get their 4th win of the season tonight against Haskel JV. Coach Tony Turner, good enough to join us before tip. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
It is truck season at Roman Chevrolet in Independence. Drive away in a 2024 Chevy Silverado 1500 for 1.9% APR and no monthly payments for 90 days when you finance through GM Financing. Roman Chevrolet has a very large selection of pre-owned vehicles and new inventory arriving daily. Roman's pays more for your trade-in, too. Shop the #1 dealership in Southeast Kansas or visit us online at romanchevrolet.com. Roman Chevrolet at 2313 Main in Independence. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
A family member with a health issue doesn't mean they have to leave their home. Windsor Place at-home care can help them stay in the familiar and comfortable surroundings of their own home. Specializing in working with Medicaid patients, Windsor Place at-home care has supportive home care and all the resources to help make staying at home a reality. Find out more about what Windsor Place at-home care can do for you. Visit windsorplace.net.
Make your home more comforting with help from Derailed Commodity. Update your flooring with the area's largest selection of in-stock carpet, luxury vinyl plank, tile, area rugs, and more in many styles, brands, and colors. New furniture always brightens a home. We have a great selection of furniture, including sofa sets, recliners, and mattresses. Economy to premium, in stock and ready to brighten your home. Shop now at your local Derailed Commodity Flooring and Furniture, Brazelton in Independence, Kansas, and Joplin and Butler, Missouri.
This is Meat Mountain, and up there on the summit awaits the all-new Filet-O-Lay Steak Bowl from Taco Mayo. A heaping bowl filled with Mexican favorites and literally erupting with filet mignon. The Filet-O-Lay Steak Bowl can be yours if you make it past Chuck Steak Canyon and the deadly sirloin abyss. Filet mignon beckons, my friend, on the meaty, mighty pinnacle of beefdom. The Filet-O-Lay Steak Bowl from Taco Mayo. Welcome to Meat Mountain.
Red Raven pregame show here from Nellis Hall as we get ready for a doubleheader tonight with the Red Ravens taking on Southwestern JV on the men's side. We're now joined by men's head coach Jay Herkelman. Coach, thanks so much for the time as always. How you doing?
I'm good. Ready to play again.
Absolutely. And a fun opening night for your team at Nellis Hall against Allen County. I thought your team shot the ball very well from three, of course, had a great night shooting the basketball. We saw Brian Griffith kind of snap out of his shooting slump a little bit and saw just, I think, a lot of versatility from your offense where there's different guys stepping up all night. We saw Justin Taylor early, Konstantin Popovich hit a couple threes, and then Kuda had his moments, and then Trent Ruth had a big second half. It just you could see when this team is clicking that there's 9-10 different guys that can put the ball in the basket.
Yeah, that was the thing that I would talk to the guys about that I was really happy with. We had 6 guys in double figures. And, and Charles didn't even play, and he's the guy that's capable of being in double figures. Relia, who didn't hardly score in that game, he's capable. Konstantin, who had a couple threes early, he's a double-figure scorer guy. He can really shoot it. But just the balance that we had in the game, spreading the ball around, we were knocking down the three that night, and then also we got the other stuff going with some exciting dunks and some lob plays and stuff like that, and it was a fun night for us.
It was. I talked about it a little bit with Coach Bailey after the game, but you had made the challenge to Red Raven fans at Raven Madness that you wanted this to be the toughest place to play in the Jayhawk this year. You want, Allen Fieldhouse, Bramwich Coliseum, Nellis Hall, and I think on opening night the fans really showed up and showed out. It was a fun crowd all night.
Well, that was the thing we talked to the guys about earlier in the day is I think we're going to have a good crowd. I think the baseball guys are going to turn out, some of the other students. I said we got to make it a fun environment, and I said we do that by playing hard and playing right, but just get out there and play hard and then make good decisions with the ball. And I thought we did that, and I think the students were great that night, really into the game. But our guys did their part in making it a fun environment, and it was a fun game to watch.
It certainly was. And, Coach, you hinted at, of course, Charles not playing on Tuesday night, and I know that he's a game-time decision for tonight as well, dealing with a shoulder injury. But what's the latest you can give us on Charles?
Yeah, he's got a sprained shoulder. It happened in the Shawnee game over at Moberly on the second day, and he hadn't been practicing. We held him out that Allen game, and he'd been doing some rehab work. He practiced on Sunday, and we're just going to see how his pain tolerance is to see if he's going to play or not. I'd like for him to play tonight, just to get a game in before we play Anio this weekend. But we'll just see how he's feeling and then go from there.
Great stuff. Coach, something that stood out to me on Tuesday, and I think Charles being outplayed a role in this, but we did see some guys get into some foul trouble. Rashid was in some foul trouble. Relgia, like you mentioned, was in some foul trouble. Constantine in some foul trouble. So what has the team been working on to try, obviously you have depth, and that's a great luxury, but also not be testing that depth early in the game with some key guys getting in foul trouble?
Yeah, as we said, quit fouling. I like our aggressiveness, but some of the fouls that we made were just a little bit, just guys doing a little bit too much. You got to have the discipline out there to be able to guard like we want to, but do it without fouling. And, the second half in that game, Allen County just came out, put their head down, just started driving to the basket. And, when teams are doing that, you really got to be good on the ball. You got to have good discipline with your stance and anticipating them doing that, so you don't pick up those little cheap fouls that you can get. And we did a better job as the half wore on, but at the beginning of the second half, we just fouled too much.
Coach, before we get into this matchup with the Builders, a couple guys I want to touch on. We talked about him earlier, but Brian Griffith, I know that in my conversations with Coach Proctor and Coach Bailey, he had struggled a little bit over in Missouri, but came out, and we talked about him potentially being in the starting lineup and coming off the bench at different times this year. We saw him come off the bench that night, really provided a spark, came in, hit his first 3 or 4 shots, had an and one off a feed from Justin. But just obviously we learned last year, but we saw it again on display last week, what one of the league's best scorers Brian Griffith can be when he's on.
Yeah, he's very capable, and he did struggle in the first 2 games, and I don't know if it was because he felt he should have been the starting lineup and he wasn't, and that got him in a bad headspace. But the guys know it. They got to earn it every day, and the guys that were starting obviously had earned it. And Brian came in the game the other night with an aggressive mentality, and that's what I want from him. And if he keeps playing that way, it'll be hard to keep him out of the starting lineup. But he's got to be able to do it, as I talked to you about before, is just the consistency. Game in and game out. We saw it last year. From January on, how good a player he can be, and we need him to be good. The Moberly coach was very complimentary of our team after we played him, and he knew Brian because he recruited him in high school, and he said the one thing that'll you guys got a good team, but the one thing that'll really help you guys is if Griffith starts playing well. And obviously the other night he did. And if he can do that with our other guards and the depth that we have in the guard court, it could be a handful for people.
Well, Coach, I think it's almost a similar situation. I talked about it with Coach Turner about Ava Baker, one of his sophomore guards that he has come off the bench that's been a really good offensive piece so far. Where I know that you have Kemboy as well, who had 12 points on Tuesday, but I think having a guy like a Brian or a Kemboy, a guy that knows this offense and a guy that has experience at this level, is a great thing to have in that second unit, because something that I think every team in the nation is struggling for early in the year is who's going to lead that second unit. And I think right now, obviously, I know if you ask Brian, I'm sure he'd tell you he'd like to be in the starting lineup, but with the role he has now, and we saw it on Tuesday night, there's no question who leads that second unit when they're on the floor.
Yeah, he led the team last year for 3 months, and has that ability, and hopefully he's going to keep playing well.
Coach, another guy that I thought really played well was Trent Ruth, the freshman. I know he's had a great opening week shooting the basketball, but a guy that also finished with a double-double, had 10 rebounds, and just another guy on this team that it feels like very kind of C.J. Smith, Janai Summers, Chris Carroll-esque in the sense of a long wing, good defender, athletic, can shoot the basketball, just a really versatile player for that 2, 3, 4 spot. Yeah,
Trent's just a good basketball player. Comes from a really good high school program up in Michigan. He's a point guard, and we're playing him a little bit too, just because he's playing with Justin, and Justin's just got more experience. But he's capable of running the point for us. I love his length. He's such a competitive guy too, and the one thing with him, like a lot of freshmen, he tends to take a little bit of chances and have some turnovers once in a while, but I love the way he plays and his competitive nature that he has.
And Coach, last guy I want to touch on here before we start talking about tonight's matchup, Daniel Tomboy, who really had his minutes ramped up with the injury to Charles, but just a guy that we talked to him a little bit on the Red Raven post-game show, just a guy that you can feel the energy he brings when you have a conversation with him, but a guy that just a ferocious competitor inside, was crashing the glass all night long, skying in there for some putback dunks, for some offensive rebounds, and just a guy that feels like, he can go out and knock down some jump shots. He's a guy that can has some good footwork in the post, an athletic guy that can be a strong defender, and it's going to be hard to keep him out of this, getting more and more minutes in this rotation.
Yeah, 12 points, 15 rebounds the other night. That's a heck of an effort. And he and Relja both play the 4 spots for us. And so what I told those guys, because they're both good enough to be starters, I had this situation years back with Manny Crump and Mikkel Murray, where when they were freshmen, they were both good enough to be starters. And so I just alternated game to game. And I talked to Relja and Daniel about that. And that's what we had done so far. Relja started against Moberly. Daniel started the next day against Shawnee. Relja started the other night against Allen. Daniel will start tonight against Southwestern. And until somebody emerges as the better player, that's what we're going to do, because they're both good players. And I told them, I said, I know everybody wants to start, but the main thing is when you're in the game, how are you playing will dictate your playing time. Well, the other night, Daniel came off the bench and ended up playing almost 30 minutes and would have played over 30 minutes, but he asked me to take him out because he was tired. But he was playing so hard, he just... he needed to come out. But, that's what we're doing with those two guys.
Great stuff. And, Coach, we now talk about this matchup with the Builders tonight, and it's a team that we've seen, of course, over the years in some non-conference action. But obviously, I mean no disrespect when I'm talking about this program, but something I noticed already looking at the roster is this you have a clear size advantage. I mean, they have their tallest guys being 6'5", 6'6", 6'7", and you have 3-4 guys that are over that threshold. So what's going to be the key to obviously, I think, really establishing, a play, establishing your positioning down in the post and really attacking that inside?
When you're playing a team like this, the thing that you want to do is just stay within yourself and do what we do. If that presents itself where they're playing us man-to-man and we can take advantage with our stuff on the inside, we will. They may play us some zone, which that wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, because NEO is going to play us some zone this weekend and get some more reps against that. And then when we're on the other end, teams like this generally are teams that can shoot it pretty good. So we got to be out there and make sure that we're out there touching it when each guy gets it, so they don't get it going from the 3-point line. And
Coach, last thing I have for you, appreciate you taking some time with us as always. But obviously, whatever you got to do to get the win, get to 3-1, have some momentum going to NEO is the key. But anything from the Allen County game that you're looking to see your group improve upon tonight, whether that be one or two specific things.
Yeah, as good as our press looked the other night, there's still things that we got to get better at, and things that when you're playing the better teams, they take advantage of if you're not in the right places. The coverages, there's definitely things that our guys have to be. There's places they have to be according to where the ball is, and just having the discipline out there to be in those spots, not take chances when it's not there, and having enough discipline to just be where you're supposed to be and getting better, so when we play the better teams, we can still have success with our pressing.
Great stuff. Ravens back at Nellis Hall looking for their third straight win. Coach Jay Herkelman joins us before tip. Thanks, Coach.
You bet.
Think you have to drive to the big city to get your best deal on a vehicle? Think again. And think Perky's Used Cars. Crossover, just $59.95, or a 2016 Chevy Traverse SUV, only $89.98. View the full inventory right now at Perky'sUsedCars.com.
You'll pay less when you come by and see me, Al Perky, at Perky's Used Cars. We're a mile and a half west of the Woodshed on State Line Road. Perky'sUsedCars.com.
At CRMC Medical Group, our primary and providers focus on ways to keep you and your family in good health, as well as care for them when they're not. Our family medicine and women's health physicians are accepting new patients. We have convenient office locations in Coffeyville and Independence with extended and Saturday hours in Coffeyville. If you need a physician or need to make an appointment, please call 620-688-6566. That's 620-688-6566.
When you or your loved ones need help, you can rely on Medical Lodges. For more than 50 years, Medical Lodges has been serving the area with multiple skilled nursing facilities, assisted living facilities, and home health locations in Kansas. They even have facilities in Missouri and Oklahoma. Services include rehabilitation, adult daycare, and home health assistance. You and your loved ones can lead enhanced lives with the caring and loving hands of the compassionate staff at Medical Lodges.
The same familiar faces with a new name. Community State Bank in Coffeyville is now Solutions North Bank. The same community bank you've come to know and enjoy with the merger is now bigger, and there's even more to love. Solutions North Bank will be able to offer more banking products and services to fit your individual needs. Stop by and say hello and check out SMB's options at the newest Solutions North Bank location in Coffeyville, formerly Community State Bank. Come experience the SMB way. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Your future begins at Coffeyville Community College. If you're a high school senior, make plans now to attend Senior Day at CCC, Thursday, November 19th. Learn more about what CCC can do for you, including academics, activities, athletics, fine arts, technical programs, and student services. Plus, take a campus tour. CCC Senior Day, Thursday, November 14th from 9 until noon, beginning in the Spencer Rounds Theater. Register today at coffeyville.edu.
My expectations every year is that we're going to win the conference.
Behind the back, and one, Chris Carroll.
The Red Ravens chase a Jayhawk Conference Championship. This is Coffeyville Community College Red Raven basketball on US 98. Red Raven basketball is brought to you by Medical Lodge of Coffeyville, Solutions North Bank, Coffeyville Community College, Roman Chevrolet, Derailed Commodity, Taco Mayo, Ricky's Used Cars, and Coffeyville Regional Medical Center. It's time for starting lineups and tip-off. Here's the voice of the Ravens, Shay Neal.
Red Ravens, and in Game 1, the Haskel Indian JV squad from Lawrence. Alongside with me, Chris Freund. Chris, good to have you back at Nellis Hall. We've got a fun one in store for us tonight as the Lady Ravens look to start the season 4-0.
You know, we've seen this team in action before. At least I have a couple of times. Seen them on the Red Raven Sports Network, of course, and I'm looking forward to seeing this team in action after a couple of weeks of getting together and finding themselves as a team. They played so well in the very beginning. And it's just only going to get better as we go throughout the season. But I'm looking forward to seeing this team in action tonight.
And Chris, this defense early on this season has been one of the best, not just in the Jayhawk, but in the nation, forcing turnovers, forced 28 against the Fort Scott Greyhounds last week. And a big part of that has been the transfer, Narika Welch, who leads this team in scoring, but has also been this team's best defender through 3 games.
And that is great to hear. And one of the things I've heard in your sports reports that we have over on US 98 is not just one or two players leading in scoring and in minutes. It's been a team effort all across the board, and it's amazing to me just the depth that this team has. Not only the women's team, but the men's team as well. I know we'll talk about the men later, but this women's team has so much depth, and you just never know who's going to be able to step up and lead because there's so many of them that can step up and lead in scoring.
Well, Chris, the big question mark, I think, with this Red Raven team is there are 4 freshman point guards on this team: Carly Parker, Cam Etchison, Caitlin Willis, and Olivia Littlecook. All 4 have talent, But it's a tough task to run a Tony Turner offense here at Coffeyville Community College. Even tougher when you have 4 true freshmen trying to do it.
That's amazing to me that you have 4 true freshmen. That's an amazing stat to me, and it just goes to show that the trust that he has, that Coach Turner has in his freshmen to be able to run the offense and make it run like he wants, and it's been successful so far.
No doubt it has. Well, let's get you starting lineups for both of these teams. First, for the Haskel Indian JV squad, starting at guard, a freshman from White River, Arizona, Jaslyn Noisy, number 2. At forward, a sophomore, number 10, Tori Grassrope. At guard, a senior, number 15, Eliana Pretty on top. At guard, a junior, number 24, Heidi Thomas. And at guard, a junior, number 35, Ariana Long. For the Red Ravens, it's the freshman point guard, number 12, Carly Parker. The sophomore guard, number 15, Karis Washington. Number 21, Aubrey Highshaw. Number 20, Alexis Parker. And number 24, Narika Welch. Leading the way for the Haskel Indian squad is Taryn Hart. And, of course, leading the way for the Red Ravens in his 6th season, Tony Turner here at Nellis Hall. And Tony, as he has in each of his first 5 years, Chris, off to another strong start. 3-0 in this building. Already a win over NEO, a win over Connors State, and trying to take a 4-0 record to Miami on Wednesday. Really has an opportunity to sweep the non-conference play before conference play next week.
And one thing about it, this non-conference schedule has been pretty tough. They have played some pretty tough competition, especially with NEO and getting to play them again on Wednesday. I know they're looking at that later, but right now, concentrating on this team.
Aubrey Highshaw wins the tip. Raven basketball, we are underway at Nellis. Carly Parker works it right to Narika Welch. It's a zone look so far for Haskel. Haskel in the black jerseys with the purple and gold trim. Ravens in their white with the red trim. That shot no good by Aubrey Highshaw. Ravens come up empty on their first possession of the night.
Good look, though.
Aubrey's a very aggressive player. She's athletic and very aggressive on both sides of the ball. It really fits into a Tony Turner mold of a forward. So this is a pass right and a shot taken and missed by Ariana Long. Karis Washington pulls down the rebound. Karis having a great start to the year, nearly averaging a double-double. Cross-court pass, Welch the fake. Welch goes baseline, tough jump shot is good. Narika Welch. And Chris, this was a big get out of the transfer portal for Tony Turner. She was the freshman of the year in Division II at Heston College, averaged 18 points a game as a true freshman, brings elite defense and an ability to score the basketball here to Coffeyville.
And a very good-looking jump shot right there.
2-0 Ravens a minute into this one. And the Haskel squad working left. A tough shot, no good. Rebound taken by Welch. Raven defense has been one of the best in the country. Up ahead, Carly Parker lays it in off a great feed from Welch.
Yeah, that was a great pass. Put it in the only place where they could reach it and score the bucket.
And it's just so impressive to me that Narika, we knew she was talented. We knew she was going to bring a nice piece to this team. But she's really stepped in here, Chris, and been a star immediately. That's hard to do.
Yeah, it is. That's for sure.
Welch now guarding the Haskel Indian guard, Heidi Thomas. And now working right, trying to find a shot in the lane, and that's going to be a travel. And nearly 2 minutes into this game, Haskel still looking for their first points of the night. This Raven defense, Chris, have forced 20-plus turnovers in all 3 games they've played this year, holding their opponents to nearly 30% shooting. It has just been, it's an offense that's had some highs and lows so far, but it's a defense that has been dominant from opening night.
Consistency, that's what you like to see from this Lady Raven team, and they have been consistent defensively, very good defensively.
Karis attacks, drives, kicks. That pass intended for Highshaw is stolen by Jaslyn Noisy. Pass to Heidi Thomas. Thomas, the junior. She's the primary ball handler. Working left. Thomas swings it. Pretty on top. Now working right. Pretty on top, one of their better three-point shooters. We'll see if they can open her up on the outside here tonight. 4-0 Ravens, about 2.5 minutes into this one. That one stolen by Alexis Parker. Here comes Alexis the other way, attacking the smaller defender, goes up and scores it. Early timeout taken by Taryn Hart. A pair of baskets for each of the Parker sisters, as well as 2 from Narika Welch. It's 6-0 Coffeyville early. We're back in 30 seconds here on US 98 and the Red Ravens Sports Network.
Yeah. Right.
If you want a water, you can have one of those.
Roman Chevrolet at 2313 Main in Independence. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
6-0 Coffee at Nellis Hall. I'm Shane Neal, Chris Freund alongside with me tonight. Doubleheader here at Nellis. Lady Ravens off to a strong start. And it's defense leading the offense once again. Chris, they forced a couple turnovers, gotten out in transition off some missed shots. And now we have 2 points for Welch, 2 points for Alexis Parker, 2 points for Carly Parker. Strong start for the Ravens.
No doubt about it. And you're right. Defense has led to offense and some great fast breaks opportunities for the Lady Ravens so far.
Ravens keep their same 5 out there. We'll see we'll see the same 5 for Haskel as well. We have 6 players on this Haskel JV roster tonight that are unavailable.
Goodness gracious.
They're playing shorthanded for sure.
I would say so. And it's quite the opposite for the Lady Ravens.
Yeah, no, the Lady Ravens, knock on wood, Chris, have stayed pretty healthy so far. Karras jumps that pass. Karras, Washington, coast to coast, missed the layup. Karras can't believe it coming back the other way. She did everything right. What's that line from Uncle Drew, Chris? That's $1 million move and a 5-cent finish.
Exactly.
They work it right. And Norika Welch, such active hands. Look at that. She takes it away. Ravens have forced yet another turnover. Karras works it right. Carly Parker winds up for 3, and it's off. Rebound tapped out. Norika Welch thought about it. Now passes down low to Highshaw, who attacks, and it rims out. Out of bounds, Haskel basketball. But Chris, we've talked about this the last 2 years of Red Raven basketball. You get those second and third opportunities because of offensive rebounds, you're going to score more times than not, and getting 2-3 opportunities of possession is going to lead to a lot of success.
No doubt about it. You know those buckets are eventually going to fall. Baskets, buckets, one of the two.
6-0 Ravens, 6:24 to go, first quarter. They work it left. This is Tori Grassrobe. Now Noisy, tough pass through the hands of the intended target, and yet another turnover forced by the Lady Raven defense. This defense that they play, Chris, it's almost irritating. Like they're constantly up in your face. I can see how it gets annoying for the opponent.
Definitely.
6-0 Coffeyville. Karras Washington. Cross-court pass, dangerous pass, and intercepted. Welch got a hand on it, but it is kept with Haskel. We're 4 minutes into this one. Ravens lead it 6-0 thanks to some great defense. Karras nearly jumped that pass. Pull-up jump shot is good. That is Jaslyn Noisy. First points of the night for Haskel. Chris, everybody on this team is aggressive defensively, but Welch and Washington, they lead this team on that end.
No doubt. It's amazing to watch.
Highshaw goes up, left it a hair short. Aubrey 0 for her first 3 tonight. Of course, Aubrey's still a true freshman, but did transfer from Northwestern Oklahoma out of Tulsa. Haskel, though, a chance to cut it down to a 1-score game, although it being a slow start. Noisy trying to go to work. Parker stays in front. Ball's on the ground, and Alexis comes away with it. Up ahead to Karras Washington. Ravens trying to run, and Karras lays it in.
Nice layup.
We saw the 1 out of every 100 that she misses, Chris. Now she's back on a streak of 99 straight breakaway layups.
Exactly, yep.
8-2 Ravens, 4:48 to go, first quarter. Floater in the lane is short. Rebound taken by Alexis Parker. Alexis hands it off to her little sister Carly. Up ahead, Karras going coast to coast. Lost it out of bounds. And I believe they say last touched by Haskel. Couple substitutions for Haskel tonight. We'll see number 13, Boston Chambers, as well as number 15, Aliana Pretty on top, the returner. Assistant coach Jordan Bailey, I should say, making his way down the scorer's table. And now here comes Haskel the other way. It's 8-2. He's locked in, Blaine. He's locked in. Pretty on top, working it left. That one through the hands of Cadence Platero. Blaine, you didn't see that, Blaine. You didn't see that. That didn't happen. He's locked in. I tried to give a fist bump to Coach Bailey, and he just totally disregarded me. But we're okay.
That's okay.
We're
That's
okay.
all right.
Welch for three, nothing but net. Noriko Welch. Dirk Andrews, look at that. That was impressive.
Right.
Did he just go falsetto there?
He went something. I'm not sure.
Wow, another takeaway. Here come the Ravens. Highshaw, Euro step, can't get it to go. It's still battled for. Carly Parker pulls it down, had it blocked. It's still kept alive by the Ravens. Now Welch slows it down. Ravens by 9. 3:43 to go, first quarter. Karras guarded by Pretty on top. Carly down low to her sister. Now Narika tries again. And in and out. Alexis on the glass, but a foul will be called. So Alexis Parker called for the foul. We'll see a mass subs here for the Ravens. Fresh 5 coming in. Ava Baker, Lena Yulee, Aspen Clarkson, Olivia Littlecook, and Hallie Kitchen. Chris, Aspen Clarkson's come in this year, and there's freshmen that make immediate impacts, and then there's Aspen Clarkson, who's come out and just been absolutely phenomenal in her first week as a Red Raven.
Not many people have that 7-day stretch like she has, that's for sure.
Littlecook playing tight defense. That pass gets to Grassroad, guarded by Lena Yulee. And that pass finds its way to Boston Chambers. 3:13 to go, first quarter. That one poked, stolen by Baker. Here comes Littlecook the other way. Olivia all the way inside, lays it in, and we have a Haskel player down on the floor. That's Boston Chambers. Let's take a quick timeout while they attend to the injured player. We're back in 60 seconds.
Luxury vinyl plank, tile, area rugs, and more in many styles, brands, and colors. New furniture always brightens a home. We have a great selection of furniture, including sofa sets, recliners, and mattresses. Economy to premium, in stock and ready to brighten your home. Shop now at your local Derailed Commodity Flooring and Furniture, Brazelton in Independence, Kansas, and Joplin and Butler, Missouri.
Taco Mayo's new Filet Olé Steak Bowl is piled high with filet mignon. It's filet mignon. A heaping bowl loaded with refried beans, Mexicali rice, cheddar jack sour cream, and tender filet mignon. It's filet mignon. Filet mignon. Filet mignon. Filet mignon. Filet mignon. Savor the juicy Filet Olé Steak Bowl stacked with filet mignon and only from Taco Mayo. That's a wrap. No, that's a bowl.
13-2 Red Ravens, 3:02 to go, 3:07 to go first quarter. Boston Chambers helped off the floor, and Chris, don't want to speculate anything, but we wish the best for her and obviously for this entire team. It's already got some players out tonight, but something that was really cool for me to see was the Ravens head athletic trainer out there, helping assess the situation. I mean, that's something I love about Coffeyville, Chris. It's a family here. It doesn't matter that an opponent got injured. They're out here taking care of these kids and making sure these athletes are cared for here at this level.
Absolutely. The athletic trainers here at CCC, you can definitely trust them.
So Haskel trying to work and throw it away right to Ava Baker. Ava's played some outstanding defense this year for the Red Ravens. Really working herself into this rotation. Baker works it left to Kitchen, down low to Yulee, back to Hallie, back to Ava, winds up for three, and can't get the bounce. Aspen Clarkson on the glass. Pressure comes from down low. That'll be a jump ball and Haskel basketball. Now there's some interesting, of course, we have three freshmen out here, Chris. Littlecook out of Ponca City. We have Aspen out of Stillwater, and Hallie's out of Broken Arrow. And then you have Ava Baker, the returner, who missed a lot of her freshman year due to injury. And then Lena Yulee, a transfer from Northwest Florida State, the team that finished number 2 in the nation a year ago. So a nice piece to add to this room.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Foul called down low. That'll be, looks like against Aspen Clarkson.
Foul called on Coffeyville number 2, Aspen Clarkson. Her first personal foul, second team foul.
2 shots coming here for Haskel JV. First one on its way and got the bounce. Doubleheader here tonight, Chris. I don't want to speculate anything. We know Charles Caparosso is a game-time decision. We heard from Coach Herk in the pregame show. I see the Red Raven basketball team over there on the other side of the gym. I see Charles Caparasso in warm-up here. I would like to assume that means he's playing tonight.
That's a good sign anyway.
2:18 to go. Little Cook slows up, has room, lets it fly, and off the rim, no good. Coming the other way are Haskel JV. Nice Euro step in the lane. Shot no good. Out of bounds, last touched by Haskel Indian Nation. This Raven team, I think it's something that's going to come together as the season goes on, Chris, but it's a team that shoots a lot of threes. Haven't been as efficient as I think they'd want to be so far this year, but they definitely have the talent to improve that efficiency as the year goes on. I just like that it's a team that can attack inside and outside.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And they still have a 10-point lead even if they aren't shooting as efficient as they would like.
Zone defense here from Haskel. Ravens try to find a hole in it. Yulee, Hallie Kitchen winds up for three, and a little strong on that one. I think Hallie rushed that shot a little bit. I think she had a little more room than she thought she did. Minute and a half to go, first quarter, 13-3. Coffeyville and Narika Welch leads all scorers. Pretty on top. Guarded heavily by Aspen Clarkson. Works it over to Platero. Platero. Noisy the drive. Nice scoop layup there for Jaslyn Noisy.
That was a nice move right there, bringing the noise, that's for sure.
1:07 to go. Ravens by 8. Would like to obviously have a nice 2 possessions here to end the first quarter. Ava on the right wing. Down low to Aspen. Tried to backdoor cut it to Yulee. That one intercepted. Noisy trying to attack again. Puts it up, and no, but a foul was called. And they'll call that one on Olivia Littlecook. Free throws coming once again, this time for Jaslyn Noisy. And Tony Turner going back to his starting 5. Parker, Welch, Washington, and Highshaw. Chris, the other day, I'm still getting used to this, but Alexis was inbounding it, and I said, Parker about to inbound it, and I said, oh, starting this year, I have to clarify which Parker.
That's true.
But right now, they're both out there, so I can just say Parker and Parker.
Right, and it's not Peter.
That's right.
No Spider-Man here.
Well, Carly told us before the season started, Chris, that Alexis and Carly have been playing together since middle school. But I think it's super cool that they get to do it at the collegiate level for a team that's competing for a championship.
No doubt about it.
Carly finds Karis Washington. Back to Carly Parker. Back to Karis. Lets it go for 3. And a little bit strong on that one. Highshaw on the glass. Goes up strong, and Aubrey Highshaw with the second chance points. That's what Aubrey Highshaw brings to this team, Chris. Just aggressive and athletic. Reminds me a lot of what Jordan Connor brought to this team 2 years ago. Haskel down 15-5. Narika Welch guarding Noisy. Noisy trying to find a pass. Hart the drive. Well off on that one. That was Heidi Thomas. And now a putback attempt up and no good. Highshaw got a finger on it. It will stay with Haskel with 8.4 left in the quarter.
You're absolutely right, Shade. This defense just smothering.
Trying to find an inbounds pass. Going to run out of time. And they do get it in to Grassrope. Grassrope looking for a pass. 3 to shoot. Welch stays right with her. Thrown up by Noisy. Knocks it down to beat the buzzer. Jaslyn Noisy from downtown. 15-8 our score after 1. They actually mark it originally as a 2. We'll take a look at that as we go to the second quarter. But right now, 15-7 Ravens. Second quarter coming up in 60 seconds on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network.
Cars in Coffeyville. A 2009 Nissan Rogue 4-wheel drive crossover, just $59.95. Or a 2016 Chevy Traverse SUV, only $89.98. View the full inventory right now at Perky'sUsedCars.com.
You'll pay less when you come by and see me, Al Perky, at Perky's Used Cars. We're a mile and a half west of the Woodshed on a State Line Road. Perky'sUsedCars.com.
Peace of mind. That's what you get when you or a family member can stay in your home when health issues arise. Windsor Place at-home care makes staying at home possible. Whether it's a disability, aging, or illness, Windsor Place at-home care has the staff and resources to properly support you in the comfort and familiarity of your own home. Specializing in working with Medicaid patients providing in-home support and care, Windsor Place at-home care is there for you. Find out more, visit windsorplace.net.
Ravens lead it 15-7 after the opening quarter of play. I'm Shane Neal, Chris Freund alongside with me. Chris, we're already off to a strong start this year because I got your name right on the first time of the year. So we're off to a better start than we were last year.
Hey, it's only up from here.
That's right. And I think, honestly, Chris, this is what excites me about this team. They're 3-0, one of the best defenses in the conference so far this year, but I feel like they could have done a lot of things better in that opening 10 minutes, and here they are up 8 points in control of this basketball.
Yeah, no doubt about it. They want to be more efficient, especially at shooting the three. We'll see if they improve that here in the second quarter.
Carly Parker, Narika Welch. This is a tight zone here run by Haskel. Welch lets it go for three. Got it! Narika with another triple. Ravens up by 11, and you're not kidding, Chris. That jump shot from Narika Welch, as pure as it gets.
Yeah, love that jump shot. My goodness.
30 seconds into the second quarter, 18-7, Red Ravens. Looking for a pass left. Heidi Thomas has it taken away by Aubrey Highshaw. Here comes Aubrey the other way, coast to coast. Nice move, can't finish. Rebound collected by Karras. Right back to Aubrey. Goes back up, got it! Aubrey Highshaw.
I think she was expecting a little bit more contact as she was finishing that layup, and it just didn't happen.
Well, we talked about on defense, Chris, Welch and Washington, what they do to lead this unit. On offense and on rebounding particularly, Highshaw and Washington, maybe as dynamic as a duo of anybody in the Jayhawk. That jump shot strong, rebound Carly Parker, and Carly wants to push. Ravens play their best basketball when they play fast. Carly to her sister Alexis. Ravens by 15. Parker to Parker connection.
Wonder how many times they've done that in their lives. Countless, I'm assuming. 15
years of driveway basketball right there. Welch with a takeaway. Parker back to Narika. Ravens in control early in the second quarter. A 9-0 run early in the second period. Man, this defense is something else.
It's crazy.
Tony Turner told us pregame, Chris, they've been working on defense nearly solely in practice. They really haven't done much offensive work yet. And I'll tell you what, the defensive work is paying off.
It's amazing to me. Everyone concentrates on defense. Normally you have your offensive specialists, ones who can shoot, but everybody here, it seems like, can shoot and they can play defense.
Well, we've talked to both Tony and Jay Herkelman about it, Chris, but when these teams really are at their best is when everybody on the team buys in. A big part of buying in is understanding that you're going to have to play defense at a high level in this conference. And it seems like Tony's girls have really bought in. Alexis again, not that time. And again, it will stay with the Ravens. But again, it feels like they've missed some opportunities here. And this could be an even bigger lead.
That's true. That they have missed a few shots that they probably won't miss as the season goes along. And still 24-7 here in the second quarter. It's amazing.
Chris, I saw him walk behind us here just a minute ago as the Ravens inbounded to Welch. Feeling it, lets it fly again, not that time. Rebound battled for, Alexis has it. Another opportunity for the Ravens. Welch this time passes it up. Karras winds up for three. No good. Another offensive rebound for the Ravens. Washington blocked. Highshaw there. 26-7, an 11-0 run for the Ravens. Defense and rebounding.
So great to see.
Pass down low, and a foul will be called against Karras. But I saw him walk behind us a little bit earlier, Chris. Athletic Director Bryce Saya here in the building tonight, just sitting off behind us to our left. And I'm starting to think, he's everywhere. I feel like I see Bryce Saya like 4 times a day. I don't know how he gets to all of these events.
Does he have a stunt double or two?
It's incredible. No, in all seriousness, though, it's the first year as AD for Coach Saya, and just the connections he's built with us, our family of stations, the connections he's built with all the coaches, all the players. It's really impressive, the start that the Saya regime is off to here at CCC.
No doubt about it.
Ravens lead it by 19, 7:04 to go second quarter, out of bounds, last touch by Coffeyville.
Would you call it relentless, Jay? This defense? I mean, I'm running out of adjectives.
Well, I was going to say my
my
adjective was irritating, but I think relentless is a good one too. That one is a foul on Norika Welch. She'll go to the line.
So we have irritating, we have smothering, we have relentless.
I think it's irritating in the best possible way.
No doubt.
It's like, have you know Patrick Beverly in the NBA, right?
Exactly.
But Jeremiah Kemble is kind of the same type of player. A player you love to have on your team, a player you hate to play against. And I feel like the Ravens have like 6 or 7 of those players that it's like you can't stand playing against them, but if you're Tony Turner and this coaching staff, you're glad you have them.
No doubt. No doubt.
We'll see Jocelyn Bell move to the scorer's table, about to check in, I should say. 26-9, and she'll come in for Aubrey Highshaw. Jocelyn Bell, Chris, actually a player that I'm excited about. Has some good size, about 6'2", and really has a nice jump shot. Can spread the floor, knock down some shots, has gotten to the free throw line. I mean, just another piece that feels like will impact this team.
Yeah, there's so many pieces to this puzzle.
Carly Parker on the right wing. Norika Welch down low. Karras lost it. Norika got it back. Carly. Ravens move it. Aspen Clarkson. Now Karras, 10 to shoot. Karras. Norika winds up again. And off the rim, no good. But I love the aggressiveness of Norika Welch. I feel like that's really going to pay off for this team as the year goes on.
Yeah, no doubt.
And what's, I think, the most impressive thing about Norika is there's a three from Noisy short. Rebound collected by Welch. Chris, in the opening night of the year, Norika defended the 5'6" sophomore point guard and the 6'3" sophomore center. Tony told us you can put Norika on anyone 1 through 5, and she'll play elite defense.
Yeah, definitely showing that tonight.
Welch has it now on the right wing. Pass down low to Clarkson. Carly Parker. Aspen wants to attack and draws the foul. That'll be on Heidi Thomas.
And you know what I love most about this, Sherry, is 26-9. Coffeyville has the lead. Coach Turner's still out there, still working on the offense and working on. Yeah,
I think deservedly so. I think, like I said, it's the talent of this team and the ceiling this team has that I think. Aspen Clarkson inbound pass lets it go, can't hit. Rebound Jocelyn Bell, and a foul is called. But I think that I can count maybe a half dozen things that I can clearly think went wrong tonight for the Lady Ravens. And they're still up 17 in the first half. I mean, you iron out some of these mistakes and these missed opportunities, and you can hang with anyone in the Jayhawk. I promise you that.
No doubt.
Pass cross court to Thomas. Had that shot maybe partially blocked. It did go off the front of the rim. Welch collects the rebound. Ravens pushing in transition. Norika, Aspen Clarkson. Now we'll slow it down. Ravens trying to get their offense going. Went on an 11-0 run early in the second quarter. Now on a little bit of a spell. Down low, Karras. Karras attacking. Karras, Washington, no. Jocelyn Bell there to clean it up and draws the foul.
Offensive boards again, Shay.
And that's something I said on opening night. Maybe this is putting a lot of pressure on Karras. But I think Tony would tell you, I think Karras would tell you, if this Raven team wants to get to their end goal of winning the championship, Karras Washington can't just be a good player, Chris. She has to be a star.
Right.
And what I've seen from Karras so far in 4 games, I'm seeing, the birth of the development of a star in this league, and I'm excited to see what Karras can do over a full 30 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I'm excited to see what a lot of these players start at and what they end at, because they're not starting terribly. They have a very good beginning, and it's only going to go up.
As free throw is no good from Jocelyn Bell. We're about halfway through the second quarter. It's 26-9. Cross-court pass jump by Norika Welch. Welch up ahead to Carly Parker, who goes up and lays it in. Welch with the steal, Welch with the assist, Parker with the deuce.
And here we go again.
Double team comes. This time Haskel passes out of it. 3 for Grassrope in the corner. Well strong. Rebound, Aspen Clarkson. This defense, Chris, it's so aggressive. It feels like it speeds you up. Parker back to Welch. Norika back to Carly. Lets it go. Got it! Parker to Welch. Back to Parker for 3. Ravens by 22, and Carly having a nice second quarter. That shot no good. Carly pulls down the rebound. Parker. Welch thought about it. Now we'll pull up. Cross-court pass to Aspen Clarkson. Down low to Jocelyn Bell. Goes to work. Had that one blocked. Nice defense there by Tori Grassrope. 4:03 to go, second quarter. Ravens lead at 31-9 here against Haskel JV. Pass fake by Noisy. Noisy at the free throw line. Tries to stop and start. Carly stays with her. The shot no good.
Not a bad shot by Noisy, though.
3:46 to go. Corner three, Little Cook. Good. Olivia Little Cook from downtown. 34-9. And a timeout on the floor. We'll take one with them. Cam Etchison coming in when we come back. Ravens up 25. We're back in 60 seconds on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network.
Threatening emergency, physicians matter. That's why at Coffeyville Regional Medical Center, we staff our emergency room with emergency medicine physicians 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. ER physicians at CRMC have access to general surgeons, specialists, medical imaging, lab services, and the technology needed in an emergency, all right here. If you are faced with a life-threatening emergency, insist on the best and say, "Take me to CRMC."
I'm Adam Vanderlinden, General Manager of Imperial Vending. We were formerly Stevens Vending. We have a set of core values that we follow. True commitment to the community, true commitment to the surrounding area. All of the sandwiches that we put in the vending machines have a 5 to 7 day shelf life. Usually when those sandwiches go out of date, we always donate our products to Genesis. We have 16 branches and all 16 branches follow that core value. Imperial Vending, world-class service.
RedRavenAthletics.com.
34-9, Ravens lead, 3:40 to go, second quarter. I'm Shane Hill, Chris Freund alongside with me. Cam Etchison into the game for the first time here out of the timeout. Ravens lead it by 25. Chris Camney, of course, the Montgomery County kid out of Independence High School, and she played her best game last week against Fort Scott, and Tony Turner rewarding her with more minutes.
Gotta love to see that.
Aspen Clarkson comes away with the steal up ahead to Etchison. Cam attacks, has it poked, got it back. Welch, tough shot, and off the rim, no good. Rebound, Clarkson had it for a moment, and she was fouled. We haven't even seen Aspen really scoring at the rate she's been scoring the first week of the year. She's still making an impact on the glass and on defense.
That's amazing to see.
And that's one of my favorite parts about both of these teams, Chris. You don't need, Norika Welch has scored in every game so far this year. But you don't need Norika as Bell has that one poked. And a fight for it on the ground. It is still loose, taken by the Ravens. I'll get to my point in a second. Bell, hand off to Etchison. Etchison now looking for a pass. Cam, and a little high there for Little Cook. But what I like about both of these teams, Norika Welch has led this team in scoring so far through the first week of the year, but it doesn't feel like you need Norika to drop 20 points a night. It feels like if Norika has an off night, Aspen Clarkson can step up. Alexis Parker can step up. Carly Parker can step up. Cam Etchison can step up. There's just so many pieces on both of these rosters for Coach Herc and Coach Tony that feel like can make an impact any given night.
Yeah, no doubt about it. After like a steal right there. That
Little Cook behind the back, trying to find some space. Now we'll slow it up. 2:33 to go, second quarter. Cam Etchison works it in the corner. This is Camry Johnson, the former Hutchinson transfer. Cam Etchison slowed it up, and yeah, that's a double dribble. Early in the season, Chris, that's one of those vintage moments where we see it all the time, not just for the Ravens, but for every team that comes into this building. You're trying to pass, you're trying to shoot, you do a little bit of both.
I've done that several times.
Oh, yeah. I average like 7.5 turnovers a game.
Exactly.
Cross-court pass. This is Grassrope. 2:12 to go in the first half. Ravens up 25. And this is Ariana Long working it to Cadence Platero. Fake three by Noisy. Noisy puts it up. Noisy puts it in. Jaslyn Noisy's played a really nice first half for Haskel.
No doubt.
And the long pass ahead is a turnover for the Ravens.
Almost took out a cheerleader.
What we learned on Saturday, Chris, the Spirit Squad doesn't back down from anybody.
That is true. That's very true.
I wouldn't mess with the Red Ravens pre-ed squad. That's just me.
Right. That's probably good advice right there, Shay.
Minute 40 to go, first half. Haskel basketball, spinning, noisy, in and out. Rebound taken by Cam Etchison. Etchison trying to maneuver around 3 defenders. Now we'll slow it up. Cam, pass to Camry Johnson. Excuse me, that's Little Cook. Now Johnson on the right wing. Yulee. Now Kaylin Willis back to Etchison. Down low, Yulee. Yulee goes to work against Boston Chambers and got it. Lena Yulee from about the left elbow. Good to see Boston Chambers out there, by the way, after her early departure with injury. Great to see her back out there on the court.
Yeah, no doubt.
Spinning, noisy, puts it up. No, rebound Willis. Excuse me, it's Little Cook. Little Cook coming the other way. Under a minute to go, first half. Little Cook. Etchison is calling for the ball. Now has it. Pass to Yulee. Yulee at the top of the key. 48 seconds left first half. Willis. Screen comes. Etchison. 12 to shoot for the Ravens. Cam in the corner. Guarded closely. Now Little Cook. 35 seconds. Got 5 to shoot. Yulee lets it go and got it! Lena Yulee knocks it down. How about that? Lena Yulee off the bench with some nice offensive production. Foul called there against Camry Johnson. 17.6 to go in the half. Shot clock now off. Coming up, our Solutions North Bank Red Raven halftime show. We'll go over the upcoming schedule for both of these teams. Get you some scores from around the league. Not a ton going on tonight, but we had some great games over the weekend we'll get you caught up on. 5 seconds left in the half. Got to get a shot off. Long, driving. Johnson stayed with her. That's a travel. Now the Ravens have 2.3. Like your Cardinals World Series ring, as did Coach Turner on his way in tonight.
Well, you know, you got to represent. You notice it is from 18 years ago.
I was going to say, are you potentially foreshadowing another ring coming into Nellis this year?
Hey, I like that.
Little Cook dribbles out the clock. Ravens lead at 38-11 at the break. Nice first half for Carly Parker. Nice first half as well for Norika Welch. Ravens up 27. Our Solutions North Bank Red Raven halftime show coming up next. Let's take a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll go over first half stats. We'll also get you caught up on some scores from around the Jayhawks. Don't go anywhere. Our Solutions North Bank Red Raven halftime show starts in 2 minutes on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network.
On Medical Lodges. For more than 50 years, Medical Lodges has been serving the area with multiple skilled nursing facilities, assisted living facilities, and home health locations in Kansas. They even have facilities in Missouri and Oklahoma. Services include rehabilitation, adult daycare, and home health assistance. You and your loved ones can lead enhanced lives with the caring and loving hands of the compassionate staff at Medical Lodges.
Buying a home? Refinancing? Apply for a home loan anywhere with Solutions North Bank, formerly Community State Bank. Community State Bank online mortgage tool is easy to use. You can be approved in minutes. And Solutions North Bank lenders are always ready to answer any questions that you may have. Visit ourlocalbank.com on your computer or mobile device and get started today. Solutions North Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Your future begins at Coffeyville Community College. If you're a high school senior, make plans now to attend Senior Day at CCC, Thursday, November 19th. Learn more about what CCC can do for you, including academics, activities, athletics, fine arts, technical programs, and student services. Plus, take a campus tour. CCC Senior Day, Thursday, November 14th from 9 until noon, beginning in the Spencer Rounds Theater. Register today at coffeyville.edu.
Stay tuned. Second half action is coming up just around the corner. Now it's time for the Solutions North Bank Red Raven halftime show with a live look at first half stats, scores around the conference, and the keys to the second half. This is an exclusive production of KUSN Radio Sports, the Solutions North Bank Red Raven halftime show on US 98.
Raven halftime show presented by Solutions North Bank here on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network. Chris, it appears to me that Charles Caporasso is playing tonight because he's getting that shoulder wrapped up. And I see him in game shorts. Your thoughts on the situation?
Well, that's a good sign. That's a very good indication
it seems like he's playing tonight. I talked to Coach Herc earlier today, and the idea was they want him to be as ready for NEO as possible. So they're hoping he can, even if he only plays 12, 15 minutes tonight, just get him out there, get him at game speed again, get him used to some contact again. That way when we get to NEO, he's not rusty. He's ready to roll against one of the best teams in the nation.
Well, you know how when you come back from an injury and you're a football player, the best thing you can do is just get out and just start running and start making plays. Well, you don't want to do that if you're not, like NEO, for instance. If he's playing Saturday, get him ready for Saturday and, get him back in there and, get that confidence back, and he'll have that.
I think we just got confirmation. He was coming back our way, and I heard a fan ask, "You playing tonight?" And he said, "Yep." So there you go. I think it's official.
Yeah, that's good confirmation right there.
Our sources behind us tell us.
Good sources.
There you go.
Reliable sources.
And it'll be, I know everybody in this building wants to see Charles Caporasso play tonight. Right. Charles wants it. Coach Herc wants it. All the fans want it. So this is a win for everybody if he's out there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Just gets ready because, it's an interesting schedule, but it's a tough schedule leading to a game that is coming up Saturday, if I remember correctly.
That's right, so Saturday afternoon. We have 2 Red Raven NEO games this week. The ladies are heading down to Miami on Wednesday night, 5:30. The tip-off, 5:15, the pregame show presented by Imperial Vending. We'll have that one for you from Miami. Always a fun trip. Went to Miami last year. I look forward to the trip again. And then NEO's boys come here to Nellis Hall on Saturday afternoon, 4 o'clock. The tip-off, 3:45 the pregame. We'll hear from Coach Herc before that game, of course. But always a fun rivalry in the non-conference. Girls always seem to play a tough game with NEO. And the boys, the men are receiving votes in Coffeyville, and the NEO men are now top 15 in the nation. It's going to be a big-time matchup.
It's always a big-time game when these two teams face off, women and men. I'm looking forward to seeing both of these teams, all 4 of these teams in action this week.
Absolutely. Let's go over first-half stats here. It is a Native American Heritage Night here at CCC, so we have a special presentation and dance here for us at halftime, which we had last year as well. It's something that's really cool.
Absolutely.
And I always look forward to seeing it. But,
no doubt.
First half, Haskel JV shoots 21%. Did not hit a 3, 50% at the free throw line. Ravens 43% from the field, 27% from 3. Did not hit a free throw. But what really impresses me in this first half, Chris, rebounds and defense. We talked about it. It's been the theme of the year so far. Ravens win the rebound battle 27-14, 12 offensive rebounds for Coffeyville. They forced 16 first-half turnovers.
Goodness.
Rebounding and defense leading the Ravens to 20 minutes away from a 4-0 start.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Defense rebounds, my goodness. Talk about the defense winning championships. Even if you are kind of subpar offensively, defense makes all the difference.
Well, and I talked about it early last week with Coach Turner, Chris. I know it's early in the season, and maybe it's unfair to compare this group to the group that went to the Region 6 championship game 2 years ago, but I see the comparisons with the shooting we have outside, with the shifty, aggressive point guards, with the strong defense, the athletic forwards that crash the offensive glass, like Jordan Connor, like Cheyenne Banks. Right. There's comparisons there, and although I think it's unfair to that team that went to the championship game to say this team is them, I think they still obviously got to continue to grow and improve as the year goes on. But I also think that, you see the comparisons.
Yeah, you can definitely see 2 years ago and this year kind of coming up side by side, if you will, and if things kind of go the way they did 2 years ago, look out.
That's right. Let's take a quick 3-minute timeout. It is our Solutions North Bank Red Raven halftime show here on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network. We'll get you some scores from around the Jayhawk, as well as continuing to go over leading scorers here in this one. We're back in 3 minutes here on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network.
Drive away in a 2024 Chevy Silverado 1500 for 1.9% APR and no monthly payments for 90 days when you finance through GM Financing. Roman Chevrolet has a very large selection of pre-owned vehicles and new inventory arriving daily. Romans pays more for your trade-in, too. Shop the #1 dealership in Southeast Kansas or visit us online at romanchevrolet.com. Roman Chevrolet at 2313 Main in Independence. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
Make your home more comforting with help from Derailed Commodity. Update your flooring with the area's largest selection of in-stock carpet, luxury vinyl plank, tile, area rugs, and more in many styles, brands, and colors. New furniture always brightens a home. We have a great selection of furniture, including sofa sets, recliners, and mattresses. Economy to premium, in stock and ready to brighten your home. Shop now at your local Derailed Commodity Flooring and Furniture, Brazelton in Independence, Kansas, and Joplin and Butler, Missouri.
This is Meat Mountain, and up there on the summit awaits the all-new Filet-O-Lay steak bowl from Taco Mayo. A heaping bowl filled with Mexican favorites and literally erupting with filet mignon. The Filet-O-Lay steak bowl can be yours if you make it past Chuck's Steak Canyon and the deadly sirloin abyss. Filet mignon beckons, my friend, on the meaty, mighty pinnacle of beefdom. The Filet-O-Lay steak bowl from Taco Mayo. Welcome to Meat Mountain.
Think you have to drive to the big city to get your best deal on a vehicle? Think again. And think Perky's Used Cars in Coffeyville. A 2009 Nissan Rogue 4-wheel drive crossover, just $59.95. Or a 2016 Chevy Traverse SUV, only $89.98. View the full inventory right now at Perky'sUsedCars.com.
You'll pay less when you come by and see me, Al Perky, at Perky's Used Cars. We're a mile and a half west of the Woodshed on a State Line Road. Perky'sUsedCars.com.
A family member with a health issue doesn't mean they have to leave their home. Windsor Place at-home care can help them stay in the familiar and comfortable surroundings of their own home. Specializing in working with Medicaid patients, Windsor Place at-home care has supportive home care and all the resources to help make staying at home a reality. Find out more about what Windsor Place at-home care can do for you. Visit windsorplace.net.
When you choose Coffeyville Regional Medical Center, our dedicated team of surgeons, anesthesia, nurses, and other medical professionals are focused on you and your health. Our board-certified general surgeons provide expert surgical care close to home. From a routine colonoscopy to a life-saving mastectomy, the general surgeons at CRMC are equipped to handle many types of surgical procedures. For more information, call CRMC Medical Group at 620-252-1639.
We actually make our own sandwiches. They are prepackaged the night before, made, cooked, loaded on the trucks the very next morning, and in the machines, less than 12 hours. I'm Adam Vanderlinden, General Manager of Imperial Vending. I've been in the business for 30 years, and we just transitioned over to Imperial. We were formerly Stevens Vending. We have a set of core values that we follow. You're going to get quality, variety, immediate service, total commitment, and you're going to get a great partnership. Imperial Vending, world-class service.
Looking for a bank that understands your individual needs? We have the solution. At Solutions North Bank, formerly Community State Bank, we offer a variety of accounts to fit a variety of lifestyles and needs. Call Solutions North Bank at 620-251-1313 or stop by our Coffeyville location at 1414 West 11th Street and speak to a new accounts representative today. It's the SNB way. Solutions North Bank, member FDIC.
Our Solutions North Bank Red Raven halftime show here on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network. I'm Shane Neal, alongside with me Chris Freund. And Chris, just much like last year, it's Native American Heritage Celebration Night, and another great halftime performance. And I'm trying not to interrupt as much of it as I possibly can, but unfortunately, when you have a sponsor for the halftime, you gotta give them a little bit of airtime.
That is true.
So,
yeah.
Leading scorers in each of these games for Haskel JV: 10 points for Jaslyn Noisy, only 1 point for Aliana Pretty on top. So 10 of the 11 points scored by the Fighting Indians scored by Noisy. She really played well in that first half.
Yeah, she really did put up some tough shots and got a lot of them to fall. So, I'm sure they'll be looking for her to continue that in the second half.
Leading the way for the Ravens, 12 points for Narika Welch, as well as 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 steals. Just another great stat-stuffing performance from Narika. 9 points for Carly Parker to go with 4 rebounds and 5 assists. She's on triple-double watch, Chris. 5 for Little Cook, 4 for Highshaw, 4 for Yulee, as well as 2 for Parker, and 2 for Washington. We have second half coming up. Big thanks to our friends at Solutions North Bank. We'll also get you some scores from around the conference coming up early in the second half here on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network. Let's take a quick 3-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll have second half action with Nellis Hall on our Monday night doubleheader. We're back in 3 minutes.
For more than 50 years, Medical Lodges has been serving the area with multiple skilled nursing facilities, assisted living facilities, and home health locations in Kansas. They even have facilities in Missouri and Oklahoma. Services include rehabilitation, adult daycare, and home health assistance. You and your loved ones can lead enhanced lives with the caring and loving hands of the compassionate staff at Medical Lodges. Your future begins at Coffeyville Community College. If you're a high school senior, make plans now to attend Senior Day at CCC Thursday, November 19th. Learn more about what CCC can do for you, including academics, activities, athletics, fine arts, technical programs, and student services. Plus, take a campus tour. CCC Senior Day, Thursday, November 14th from 9 until noon, beginning in the Spencer Rounds Theater. Register today at coffeyville.edu.
It is truck season at Roman Chevrolet in Independence. Drive away in a 2024 Chevy Silverado 1500 for 1.9% APR and no monthly payments for 90 days when you finance through GM Financing. Roman Chevrolet has a very large selection of pre-owned vehicles and new inventory arriving daily. Romans pays more for your trade-in, too. Shop the #1 dealership in Southeast Kansas or visit us online at romanchevrolet.com. Roman Chevrolet at 2313 Main in Independence. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
Make your home more comforting with help from Derailed Commodity. Update your flooring with the area's largest selection of in-stock carpet, luxury vinyl plank, tile, area rugs, and more in many styles, brands, and colors. New furniture always brightens a home. We have a great selection of furniture, including sofa sets, recliners, and mattresses. Economy to premium, in stock and ready to brighten your home. Shop now at your local Derailed Commodity Flooring and Furniture, Brazelton in Independence, Kansas, and Joplin and Butler, Missouri.
Taco Mayo's new filet ole steak bowl is piled high with filet mignon.
It's filet mignon.
A heaping bowl loaded with refried beans, Mexicali rice, cheddar jack, sour cream, and tender filet mignon.
It's filet mignon.
Filet mignon. Filet mignon.
Filet mignon. Filet mignon.
Savor the juicy filet ole steak bowl stacked with filet mignon and only from Taco Mayo.
That's a wrap.
No, that's a bowl.
Think you have to drive to the big city to get your best deal on a vehicle? Think again. And think Perky's Used Cars in Coffeyville. A 2009 Nissan Rogue 4-wheel drive crossover, just $59.95. Or a 2016 Chevy Traverse SUV, only $89.98. View the full inventory right now at Perky'sUsedCars.com.
You'll pay less when you come by and see me, Al Perky, at Perky's Used Cars. We're a mile and a half west of the Woodshed on a State Line Road. Perky'sUsedCars.com.
At Coffeyville Regional Medical Center, we take seriously our responsibility of caring for our friends and neighbors. We are your regional healthcare system, caring for Southeast Kansas and Northeast Oklahoma. With comprehensive technology and experienced medical staff, caring medical professionals, and a 24-hour emergency room staffed with emergency medicine physicians, we are people you know and healthcare you trust. For more information, visit our website, crmcinc.org.
Getting ready for second half action here at Nellis Hall. I'm Shane Hill, Chris Freund alongside with me. And Chris, just a fun night here at Nellis Hall. We, of course, always enjoy a doubleheader here at Nellis, but even more so when it's Native American Appreciation Night and just a tradition, fellowship tradition, heritage night. That was the word I was trying to get to. There you go.
Exactly.
But just another a great halftime performance for the second year in a row.
You know, it's amazing to see the work and the effort, the tradition, and you know, learning about something that I really don't know too much about, but learning about it and seeing it in front of your eyes, you just have so much respect for it and just love what you see. You know, just because, you know, we don't experience much like that. So just to be able to see it in front of your eyes, it's really cool to see.
That's right. I went to the Unity Gathering earlier this year, and just an outstanding event to be at there as well. Just so much, you get so immersed in the culture. And like you said, I mean, I have previous generations of Neils that are of Native American roots and Native American heritage, and I really didn't get immersed that much in the culture growing up, so it's cool to be, just a small part of an event like that.
No doubt about it. My mom's side of the family, same way, so it's neat to see the traditions still continuing today.
No doubt about it. Let's get you some quick scores as they start the third quarter from around the conference over the weekend. We don't have a ton going on tonight, but we did have some stuff happen over the weekend on the basketball side of things. We get started on the girls' side of things, of course, with some scores from Saturday. And I'll get that pulled up here for you in just a second. There we go. I guess they had men's at the top. I got to scroll down a bit. There we go. Dodge City over Frank Phillips, 97-57. Cowley rolls over Bethany JV. Highland gets the win as well. Cloud County the win. Barton the win. Heston falls short. Neosho falls short. Garden City, 128 points. As that three is up and good there for Noisy. But 128 points for Garden on Saturday. Chris, how about that?
Whew, goodness gracious. That's some NBA-type scoring right there.
No doubt about it. And I think as that passed through the hands of Carly Parker, kept alive by Welch. Ravens got to get something going here. Alexis trying to find a Highshaw inside. That's up and good. Aubrey Highshaw. Great ball movement there from the Ravens.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Great finish by Highshaw.
But I think, Chris, it's another example. I know we're only 4 games into the year for a lot of these teams, but we've seen it with Butler, with Barton, of course, with the defending national champion Hutchinson. That three up and short. Garden City, Dodge City, Coffeyville. I mean, it's going to be another fight for 30 games for the top of this conference.
No doubt.
Karras fouled in transition. That'll be against Heidi Thomas. And we didn't get a chance to talk about it much at halftime, Chris, but Red Raven football, 24-7 winners over Independence on Saturday. And the Ravens now will head to Butler next weekend, and with a win could clinch a share of their first conference title since 2021. So congratulations to Coach Dobler as Narika draws a foul inside. I expected Coach Dobler to be successful when he was hired, but 8-2 and a chance to win a conference title in your first year is a pretty incredible start to your coaching career.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it'll be interesting to hear what he has to say coming up Thursday. Not Wednesday, but Thursday on the Red Raven Coaches Show.
Welch's first free throw up and good. You're right. We've got an action-packed hour for you. Tony Turner and Nick Dobler confirmed guests this week. We're trying to get Coach Herkelman's schedule lined up for it. If not Coach Herc, I think one of his assistants will be there. But we'll be talking football, Lady Raven basketball, men's basketball. It's going to be a fun hour from 6 to 7 on Thursday night.
Action-packed, that's for sure.
Welch 2 of 2 at the line. She's got 14 points tonight. 42-14 Lady Ravens. Heidi Thomas has it, lets it fly, and in and out. Rebound taken by Alexis Parker. Here comes Coffeyville up 28 inside Highshaw. What a feed from Welch.
Wow.
Highshaw left it a hair short. Noisy in transition. Nice stop and start move. Puts up the shot, missed it, got her own rebound, and lays it in.
That was 1 against 5 there, and Noisy with their offensive board and a putback.
Noisy's really had an impressive day. Highshaw gets it to Alexis Parker. Now Narika. Narika lets it go for 3. Got it! 17 for Narika Welch.
That barely moved the net.
That's one of the most impressive parts about Narika, Chris. We've talked about her defense. We've talked about her court vision. She can score, but not only can she score, she's efficient. She doesn't miss a lot.
No, that's for sure.
Down low, pass outside. This is Ariana Long. Now Noisy, back to Heidi Thomas. Thomas back to Noisy, lets it go for 3. That one's short. Rebound Alexis. Up ahead to Highshaw. Highshaw will slow it down. Hand off to Carly. Carly the pass to Welch. Welch the extra pass to Karras. It's been a quiet night scoring for Karras, but Chris, the Ravens really had to need Karras to score. Highshaw down low to Washington. On cue, Karras inside, blocked. Pass goes to Pretty on top. Pretty on top, pass to Grassrope. Heidi Thomas way downtown, a little bit strong. Rebound, Karras. Carly finds Highshaw. What a catch by Aubrey, and finishes at the cup. 31-point lead for the Lady Ravens. Hallie Kitchen moves to the scorer's table. 47-16, nearly 4 minutes into the second half. This is Noisy, and now they've put Welch on her. Parker switches on. Alexis knocked it loose. Kept alive by Heidi Thomas, trying to get inside that one. They call a foul. Foul will be on Carly Parker. You said it in the first half, Chris, but it's the same with the men's coaching staff and the women's coaching staff. Championships are expected here in Coffeyville, and even when you're up 31 points in the third quarter, if you make a mistake, they'll let you know you made a mistake.
That's true. That is true. But this team, you know they're going to take it, and they're going to learn from it, and they're going to move on and get better.
Ava Baker blocks a shot. Ava blocked. That wasn't Ava block, but Hallie Kitchen in transition, hands off to Welch. Welch looks like they called a foul going up, and they did. That's on Heidi Thomas. Narika will go back to the free throw line.
Ava Blocks is not a bad name.
Ava Blocks, there you go. But it's something that Ava said, Chris, is after opening night, this team, her relationship with Coach Turner has grown so much, she said, because, you know, this team really buys into it's what he's saying, not how he says it. You know, right. He's going to yell at you. He's going to get on you sometimes, but listen to what he's saying. And off the court, of course, this coaching staff does a tremendous job of caring for their players, showing their players how much they care about their players.
Right.
That I think all of these players, you know, they've accepted it. It's like, okay, this coaching staff's going to get on us for some things, but they're just trying to make us better basketball players, and they're trying to win games.
No doubt about it.
And they do. And this coaching staff does win a lot of games.
They are.
Pass goes up top. This is Grassrope. Grassrope works it left to Noisy. Noisy trying to go to work once again. Noisy guarded by Karis Washington. Tough jump shot. Not that time. Rebound, Hallie Kitchen. Ravens want to push again. Narika Welch. Welch has 18 points. Pull-up jump shot. Not that time. Karis on the glass. Goes back up. Had it blocked. Has been a frustrating night for Karis trying to score. That shot is blocked, it looked like, in transition by Narika Welch. And they say she didn't touch it. It's going to be Raven ball.
Wow.
I thought she blocked it.
That's what I thought, too. Because I believe, was that Noisy with the shot? If that was, she doesn't miss like that normally.
Little Cook will come in for the Ravens, coming in for Narika Welch. And just another, I think we'll see her come back in at some point here in the end of the third quarter of the fourth quarter, but just another outstanding game for Narika Welch.
No doubt.
Hallie Kitchen on the left wing. Hallie working right. The freshman had a broken arrow. Little Cook. Olivia looking for a pass, in a lot of trouble. Gets rid of it to Washington. 6 to shoot for the Ravens. Carly got to attack. Carly gets inside, goes up, had it blocked. Carly wanted a foul, didn't get it.
Carly went up against a triple team there.
Fake three there by Long. Works it right to Platero. Boston Chambers. Nice spin move there by Boston Chambers. Throws up a wild shot. No good. Rebound Kitchen. Clarkson moves to the scorer's table. Up ahead, this is Little Cook. Olivia. Down low, trying to get it to Carly Parker, and a foul was called against Ariana Long. Substitution, Aspen Clarkson in for Karis Washington, I believe. We'll hit immediate timeout. 4:04 to go, third quarter. Ravens in control, 48-16. Coffeyville, Chris, in their last 6.5 quarters of play, have surrendered 38 points.
Goodness.
Let's take a 60-second timeout. We'll be right back.
Peace of mind. That's what you get when you or a family member can stay in your home when health issues arise. Windsor Place At-Home Care makes staying at home possible. Whether it's a disability, aging, or illness, Windsor Place At-Home Care has the staff and resources to properly support you in the comfort and familiarity of your own home. Specializing in working with Medicaid patients, providing in-home support and care, Windsor Place At-Home Care is there for you. Find out more, visit windsorplace.net.
I'm Adam Vanderlinden, General Manager of Imperial Vending. Imperial has already started investing into what was Stevens Vending by bringing in new walk-in coolers, walk-in freezers, new truck dock, and putting out 250 brand new vending machines. They're going to also invest another $1 million into this area with all brand new route trucks. True commitment to the community, and it's created in this location. It's created 3 new jobs. Imperial Vending, world-class service.
Ban.
Yes, I am. I would go to Butler if need be.
That's right.
But I'm just going to listen on US 98.
There you go.
That's a shameless plug right there.
Ravens lead this one 48-16.
I'm going to have lunch is what I'm going to do, and listen to the Red Raven game.
I'm telling you, we're only 4 games into the year, but sitting next to Blaine all season, we're going to have a lot of fun here on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network. We might have to get Blaine a headset at some point. He's got to defend himself.
Yeah, that is true. He can't be the voiceless over there.
That's right. We can't have Blaine Thornton voiceless. Olivia Littlecook has the basketball, 3:54 to go, third quarter. Nice try in the lane there by Littlecook, but left it a hair short. Boston Chambers has it. Haskel put up 7 points in the first quarter. Since then, just 9 in the last 17 minutes. That shot is short. Rebound, Hallie Kitchen. Up ahead to Littlecook. Littlecook wants to run. Littlecook, hand off to Baker. Now finds Clarkson. Razzle dazzle. And the Ravens lay it in. Aspen Clarkson.
Little showtime, perhaps?
Man, that was nice. Noisy has it now, top of the key. Noisy spinning back to the left, guarded by Littlecook. Help defense from Carly Parker. Pull-up jump shot is good. Jaslyn Noisy, once again.
Bringing the Noisy, bringing the funk.
Littlecook, I like that reference. That was nice.
Thank you.
Aspen Clarkson. Hallie Kitchen on the right wing, fakes the 3. Handoff Carly Parker. Parker attacks, draws contact, and will be a continuation. I believe they're going to say foul before the shot. I don't love that. I know it's kind of a in-the-moment hindsight 2020 call.
Right.
But I think when the player's clearly attacking to put a shot up and there's contact, I think you got to let them put the shot up. I think it's got to be a continuation play there, but they're going to send Carly to the line. But I don't know. I felt like that should have been an and one, but I'm not an official, so that's just my opinion.
I didn't even play one last night.
First one up and good for Carly. So Carly joins Narika Welch in double figures. She has now 10 points tonight.
You know, we do have a Holiday Inn Express here.
That's right. Second free throw for Carly, nothing but net. Lena Yulee comes in. Carly gets a breather. 2:43 to go, third quarter, I should say. It is Baker, Kitchen, Littlecook, Clarkson, and Yulee out there right now for the Lady Ravens. I'm getting this roster down now.
Yes, you are. That was very nice.
Boston Chambers, Baker, and Littlecook bring the double team. That pass ends up with Platero. Chambers now on the baseline, tries to get inside, goes at Aspen Clarkson, no good. Rebound tapped out, and last touched by the Fighting Indians. So now it'll be Red Raven basketball. I'm not going to try and say what city in France Lena's from, Chris, if that's what you're hinting at.
No, I'm
going to ask Lena what city in France she's from. That's not something I'm going to butcher on the air.
No, I don't blame you there.
Shot no good there from Ava Baker. Rebound collected by Haskel. For now, she's Lena Yulee from France.
I don't know. I like Yulee's game. I like what she brings to this team.
She's a good player. That 3 up and good by Pretty on top. So Pretty on top makes it 52-21 with 1:40 to go, third quarter. I agree with you, though. I think it's pretty obvious why Yulee started her career at Northwest Florida State and why Tony Turner wanted her to be a part of this roster. Clarkson offensive glass and a putback score for the freshman out of Stillwater. Aspen Clarkson continues to just be such a key impact player for this team. It's so rare as that three from Pretty on top is off. Rebound Clarkson. So rare this early in the year for such a young team. That pass stolen. Boston Chambers will lay it in. To have so many players off the bench that have already carved out impactful roles. Aspen Clarkson, Ava Baker, Hallie Kitchen, Lena Yulee. This bench has really already shown they're ready to play in big games.
Yeah, and you can count on pretty much any one of them to play a pivotal role, a vital role, and you can pretty much, I would say you could start any one of them, anyone you'd like really on this team. So much, so much ability to be able to pick and choose who you need to start on any given night.
Baker with a hand in the face. That shot is off. Rebound taken by Aspen Clarkson. Good strong defense there from Ava. Here comes Aspen. Had it poked. That's a foul. That one was right in front of me. I could have called that one. That was a foul.
But, yeah. Contact.
Can't put a shoulder in the midsection when you're going for a steal. It's frowned upon.
I guess so, yeah.
So Aspen Clarkson heading to the free throw line. Aspen's been a great free throw shooter this year. Just a hair over 75% and a pretty solid sample size. First one up and off. Oh, that's my bad.
There it is.
I should have known. That's my bad.
There it is, folks.
Sorry to Aspen's family.
Goodness.
I won't say anything for this second one. Okay, so that one wasn't my fault. But gets her own rebound, puts it up and in. There you go. She got her 2 points anyway.
There you go.
I may have screwed up the free throw percentage, but she got her 2 points.
That's Shay Neal. 306. Never mind.
Master of the announcer's jinx. That shot no good. Rebound tapped around. Grassrope has it. No good. Tapped out again. Haskel now with their third shot attempt of the possession. And Pretty on top. Beats the buzzer. Three from Ileana. Pretty on top. And Haskel crashes the glass well on that last possession. 58-26 Red Ravens. Let's go to the fourth. Ravens up 32. We're back in 60 seconds on US 98 and the Red Ravens Sports Network.
Has been serving the area with multiple skilled nursing facilities, assisted living facilities, and home health locations in Kansas. They even have facilities in Missouri and Oklahoma. Services include rehabilitation, adult daycare, and home health assistance. You and your loved ones can lead enhanced lives with the caring and loving hands of the compassionate staff at medical lodges.
The same familiar faces with a new name. Community State Bank in Coffeyville is now Solutions North Bank. The same community bank you've come to know and enjoy with the merger is now bigger, and there's even more to love. Solutions North Bank will be able to offer more banking products and services to fit your individual needs. Stop by and say hello and check out SMB's options at the newest Solutions North Bank location in Coffeyville, formerly Community State Bank. Come experience the SMB way. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
By 32 at the start of the fourth quarter. I'm Shane Neal, Chris Freund alongside with me. Lady Ravens have done it again, Chris, with rebounding and defense, and they've gotten some great scoring nights from both Carly Parker and Norika Welch.
Yeah, it's just all around a great game. I know that Coach Turner will want to improve the offensive efficiency, but you can't get much better than the defense and the rebounding, even the offensive and defensive rebounding that these Lady Ravens have put up.
I'll tell you what. I mean, I know that we talked about, there are definitely things to improve in terms of consistency, in terms of effectiveness on the offensive end, but you're still on pace to put up 70-plus points, probably about 75. And your defense is probably going to give up less than 45. You're going to win a whole lot of basketball games when you do that.
Yeah, no doubt about it. No doubt.
I'm talking about you might keep your losses, your number in the loss column in the single digits if you play like that.
That would be a bad goal to have.
Kaylin Willis has it for the Ravens, hands it off to Cam Etchison. Etchison gets a screen from Alexis Parker, now finds Camry Johnson. Johnson still looking for her first points as a Red Raven. Missed the first 2 games of the year due to injury. Right now it's Johnson, Alexis Parker, Willis, Aubrey Highshaw, and Cam Etchison. And Chris, I know Coach Turner feels the same way, but kind of a cool moment I saw Cam play at IHS last year, now to see her play at CCC this year is pretty cool.
Yeah, no doubt about it. It's great to see a couple of Montgomery County kids get their minutes here at
Johnson's
CCC.
3 in and out, rebound taken by Highshaw, goes up and one. Little flex for the crowd from Aubrey Highshaw. And it's just with Highshaw, with Washington, with Welch, something that Coach Turner said that his teams in the past 2 years never really had, Chris, was that versatility on the defensive end. You can put any of those 3 girls on anybody on the floor, and I feel like they'll play strong defense.
Yeah, no doubt about it. The defense on this whole team and the ability to play multiple positions at any time, and for anybody to come off the bench, it's just I love to see that from this team.
9:20 to play. Ravens lead at 61-26. That one poked by Highshaw, got back, did noisy, and now it's kept alive, but thrown right to Etchison. Cam coming the other way. Slows it down. Etchison calls the play. Now hands off to Willis. Willis gets a screen from Highshaw. Willis finds Camry Johnson. Johnson gets a screen. Johnson passes off to Willis. 15 to shoot for the Ravens. Back to Highshaw. Down low to Parker. Alexis. Nice spin move. Alexis Parker. Parker really hasn't had to score at a super high clip early in the season, Chris, but we know what she can do when she gets the ball down to the post. Some of the best footwork of any forward in the Jayhawk Conference.
Yeah, no doubt. And her points are going to come.
Well, that's just what we talked about at halftime, Chris. It feels like any single night any of these girls are ready to step up.
Yeah, it's amazing.
3 from Heidi Thomas, nothing but net. Impressive shot there.
That was nice.
Jocelyn Bell moves to the scorer's table, and that might be the end of the night for Alexis here coming up at the next dead ball. We'll see if it's Alexis or if it's Highshaw. Willis finds Johnson. Johnson thought about the 3. Now we'll pass off. And down low to Parker. Back to Highshaw. Nice ball fake by Aubrey. Puts up the shot. No good. Parker got it. Parker goes up. No. And tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Alexis. So Highshaw comes out for Bell, and Aubrey's night may be over, and it was an impressive night for Aubrey. I mean, I know that we talked about, there was a couple opportunities that she had to score where she'd probably tell you she's got to hit that shot, but all in all, great defense, aggressive on the glass, and Aubrey Highshaw is what Aubrey Highshaw is on a night-to-night basis, a consistent, high-energy player.
Yeah, no doubt about it. She did bring the energy, and I tell you what, it's only going to get better as the season goes along. I'm excited for this whole team as the season goes along.
Alexis Parker inbounds it to Cam Etchison. 63-29, Lady Ravens. 7:34 to play in game 1 of our doubleheader. Etchison works it right. Camry Johnson. Johnson waiting for the screen from Bell. Now hand off to Willis. Ravens using ball screens at the top of the key. Johnson down low to Parker. It's a nice pass, and Alexis will finish inside.
What a move. Goodness.
And great pass from Camry Johnson as well.
That's true.
65-29, Ravens with 7:05 to play. Pass down low. Bell staying in front of Grassrope. Etchison got a hand on that one, getting down. It's last touch by Cam. But both point guards that are in right now, Kaylin Willis and Cam Etchison, I feel like that's what they bring, is just that scrappy energy, good defense, smart basketball players, don't turn the ball over much. Maybe you don't have the scoring upside of somebody like Carly Parker, but when they come in, they're going to give you 110%.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Pass hands it off to, this is Cadence Platero, and that's a shot clock violation. I think Haskel just lost track of the shot clock there.
I think a lot of people did, myself included, honestly.
Maybe they're trying to draw some plays up for Alexis, but I'm a little surprised to see Alexis still in the game here. with 6.5 to go. Johnson hands off to Parker. But like I said, they might just be drawing up some plays to try and get Alexis going on offense.
Sure.
Down low to Parker. Oh, yeah, that'll work. Up strong. Parker got it. Another great pass inside, and that's 6 straight points for Alexis Parker. Alexis making a late push for our US 98 player of the game here in game 1.
Yeah, no doubt. It's going to be quite a task to choose that.
I'm glad the coaches decide that, and I don't.
Exactly.
We have another contender for US 98. That shot up, and a foul will be called on Parker. That'll send Platero to the free throw line. We have another contender for US 98 player of the game about to check back in, Narika Welch.
Right.
I think Carly Parker in that conversation. I think Aubrey Highshaw's in that conversation.
Right.
Lena Yulee might be in that conversation. I mean, we got options.
That's true.
We got options.
I'm just happy we get to talk to whoever comes over.
Oh, no, that's one of my favorite parts of the broadcast this year, Chris. I mean, love talking to coaches, and we still talk to coaches after every single game. So make sure you stay tuned after the game is over. Little plug there. But we still talk to coaches, but just hearing it from the players themselves is just a really special opportunity. I know that it's difficult for a broadcaster to earn the trust to be able to talk to the team every single day, and it's one I don't take lightly, and I'm just very, very thankful that the coaches and athletic department here at CCC let me really get to know these players off the court as well.
That's true, no doubt.
67-30 after 1 out of 3 at the line from Platero, and Haskel will keep it on the jump ball.
I don't know how 4 players can have their hands on the one ball, but that's what it was. 2 and 2. Kind of like the old Chuck Woolery reference there.
5:50 to go, and Pretty on top has the basketball. Swarming defense here from Camry Johnson. 7 to shoot. Platero, stolen by Narika Welch. Her offense is impressive, but her defense is just even more so impressive.
Absolutely.
Johnson, Bell. Bell looking for a pass. Got to get a pass down low to Willis, little high.
You don't know Chuck Woolery, do you?
What was that?
You don't know Chuck Woolery, do you?
I don't think I do.
I just showed my age, ladies and gentlemen. My apologies.
Maybe I just showed my age.
The host of Love Connection back in the 80s.
Okay.
Yeah.
Drive here by Noisy. Throws it up. Got it.
Wow.
67-32 at the halfway point of the fourth quarter. Jaslyn Noisy. Etchison. Hand off to Willis. This is valuable minutes as that's a pick and roll for Bell, and through her hands, out of bounds, last touch by Haskel. Final media timeout. Ravens in control, up 35, looking to put together a solid final 5 minutes and win their 4th game of the season. We're back in 60 seconds here on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network.
If you're a high school senior, make plans now to attend Senior Day at CCC, Thursday, November 19th. Learn more about what CCC can do for you, including academics, activities, athletics, fine arts, technical programs, and student services. Plus, take a campus tour. CCC Senior Day, Thursday, November 14th from 9 until noon, beginning in the Spencer Rounds Theater. Register today at coffeyville.edu.
It is truck season at Roman Chevrolet in Independence. Drive away in a 2024 Chevy Silverado 1500 for 1.9% APR and no monthly payments for 90 days when you finance through GM Financing. Roman Chevrolet has a very large selection of pre-owned vehicles and new inventory arriving daily. Romans pays more for your trade-in, too. Shop the #1 dealership in Southeast Kansas or visit us online at romanchevrolet.com.
Ravens up 35, 4:48 to go. I'm Shane Neal, Chris Freund alongside with me. Chris, I love Dr. Wiggins and I love the loud and proud Raven band, but man, do they make it hard for me to hear my back cues.
Huh?
3-pointer, good! Camry Johnson's first points as a Lady Raven. A 3 in the left corner.
Wasn't hard to hear that.
70 points for the Lady Ravens. That pass gets to the corner. Etchison with closeout defense. That shot well off. Rebound taken by Johnson. Johnson hands off to Etchison. 4:20 to play. Cam working left. This is Willis. Willis gets a screen from Welch. Pass to Bell. Bell to Etchison. Lets it go for three. And in and out for Cam Etchison. Welch got a fingertip on it, but it's taken by Haskel. We see Yulee and Washington move back to the scorer's table. I'm starting to learn, Chris, as we go on tonight, as Welch and Etchison got a hand on that ball. That'll be a foul, I think, against Narika. But we've seen Welch come back in. We've seen Parker get some minutes. Now we're about to see Washington come back in. I think Coach Turner really trying to use this opportunity to try out some different lineups and get his players used to playing with players maybe they haven't played with yet on the floor.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And the cool thing is his players are so versatile that they can play. I mean, they can put out almost just draw numbers, if you will. Draw straws and put those 5 players out on the court and make it work.
We do have a Haskel player down after the play. Looks like Narika might have come down on that knee. I'm looking at the official replay here from Blaine, and certainly looks like Narika kind of came, when she went for that ball, kind of crashed down right on that left knee.
Oh, goodness.
And hope she's okay, of course.
Right, definitely.
Never want to see injuries at any point in the season, but especially early in the year. And you're always, obviously, I'm not here to play doctor. I don't play one on TV. I don't play one here at Nellis Hall.
Right.
But you're always worried when you see that knee, take that sudden impact about hyperextension, about ligaments being torn, and hopefully it's just, something minor where we can have a quick return to the court. But that is Cadence Platero, and we hope the sophomore out of Shiprock, New Mexico is okay as she's helped off the floor. During that timeout, Narika subbed out, as was Jocelyn Bell. So it's Karis Washington, Elena Yulee, as well as Kaylin Willis, Cam Etchison, and Camry Johnson. We still have a second game coming up.
Yeah, exactly.
I've had enough fun for one night already. We still got a second game coming up.
We do.
3:53 to go. Boston Chambers has it for Haskel. They're down 70-32. Grass rope through her hands, taken by Noisy. Noisy, the drive. Nice spin move.
Wow.
Man, she's an impressive player.
No doubt. No doubt a leader on this Haskel team.
I think the Haskel parent squad, if you will, the Haskel varsity team will be looking at her here pretty soon.
Yeah, no
she
doubt.
keeps playing like this.
Yeah.
Down low, Yulee, nice pass to Karis. Free throw line jump shot is a little strong. Noisy, guarded by Camry Johnson, Ava Baker, Hallie Kitchen, Carly Parker moving up. That shot good. That's Noisy again.
Goodness.
As we go under 3 to play. She's got to have 20 points tonight.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, we've had Narika Welch put up 18 tonight. This might be the most impressive scoring display I've seen at Nellis Hall so far this year. She's been really good.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Yulee, Camry Johnson, nice ball fake. Hands off to Karis Washington. Now working left to Etchison. 8 to shoot for the Ravens. Cam off a screen. Yulee, extra pass. Willis winds up for 3. And a little strong. Rebound Camry Johnson. Down low to Karis. Karis, nice pump fake. Kicks to the corner. Etchison. An unselfish ball movement for the Ravens leads to a Willis shot. No. Washington, another tough finish. Inside and one for Karis.
We talk about being relentless on defense, but relentless on the offensive boards as well.
I know I said this during Karis' freshman year too, but it baffles me that she's a 5'10 guard, Chris, because she plays like a 6'2 forward.
Yeah.
Just incredible athleticism, incredible strength inside, incredible footwork, positioning. Really, I mean, it says guard on the roster. She plays like a forward.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
73-36 as Washington drills the free throw. Ravens up 37 with 2:07 to play. Pass down low, Chambers. Nice ball fake, but lost it going up. Steal taken by Hallie Kitchen. Kitchen coming the other way. Hallie slows it up. Hand off to Carly Parker. Yulee, top of the key. Ball fake. Hand off to Kitchen. Down back to low to Yulee. Puts up the shot. Got it. Lena Yulee's had a nice night. Knocks down another jump shot.
Nice 12-footer right there.
I agree with you. I think her blend of shooting ability and size on the defensive end is really a nice piece for this team.
I love it. I love to see this. Just another piece to the puzzle that's going to lead to much success for this team this season.
There, Yulee was called for the foul. Free throws coming here for Noisy. Minute 33 to play. This was something that happened at the end of Fort Scott as well, Chris. The Ravens started committing some fouls in the last 2 minutes, and after the third one, I believe, Coach Turner almost just looked to the court and said, "Why are we fouling? What are we doing? Stop. Quit fouling."
Stop it.
We're up 38 points. Just dribble the basketball. Under a minute and a half to go. Carly up ahead. Hallie Kitchen. Nice pass to Karras. No good. Got her own rebound. No. Got her own rebound again. Karras this time passes out. 2 more offensive rebounds for Karras Washington. Yulee looking for a pass. Hallie Kitchen guarded by Boston Chambers. Washington 5 to shoot. Got to attack. Karras fouled.
She might have been bailed out a little bit there. That would have been a tough drive and a shot.
That foul was on Noisy. I mean, I think at the end of the day, though, if I was a defender, Chris, I don't care if I play for Barton or if I play for whoever. The last thing I want to see with 5 seconds on the shot clock is Karras Washington with a full head of steam coming into the paint.
That's a very good point.
Kitchen fakes the 3. Pass to Yulee. Baker thought about it. Now we'll hold off and let some clock tick. Under a minute to go. Little Cook. Parker fakes the 3. And that one tipped. Ends up with Kitchen. No, out of bounds. Kitchen never touched it. It will stay with the Ravens. 7 to shoot. A lot of good players on this team that can score. But the last thing I'd want to see is Karras full head of steam into the paint.
No, thank you.
Anybody else, please?
Anybody else is fine. But no.
Yulee. Backdoor cut. Carly Parker and 1. What a play drawn up by the Ravens. And if that's their final offensive possession of the night, man, what a way to end it.
I can't think of anything better than an and 1 to maybe be your last offensive.
Puts him up a clean 40.
Wow.
Inbounds pass to Yulee. Yulee with the no-look pass to Carly Parker, who finishes in traffic plus the harm. Free throw from Carly up and good.
Aye, Carly. Goodness.
Aye, Carly. I like that. That was a nice Gen Z meme there, Chris.
Well, you know, I do my best. I'm like Gen G?
Gen G. There's a floater good for Nosy. She's got to have 22 points.
Yeah, I would say
Has
so.
to. Yulee thought about it. Ravens will get one more offensive possession. Baker the pass to Kitchen. About a 7-second difference between shot and game clock. Kitchen's floater up and good. And the Ravens hit 80 with 24 seconds left. 80-39. Coffeyville once again uses defense and rebounding to erupt to a big-time home win. 3 is good from Pretty on top. But now the Ravens should be able to dribble it out. Little Cook pushing. Hand off to Baker. Nice pump fake. Baker wants to put up 2 of her own. Ava Baker puts it up and in. A 40-point win for the Lady Ravens. 82-42. Coffeyville has cruised to a 4-0 start tonight. Woo. Get
Can
your
I
breath.
just say that?
Woo. Wow. What a performance.
We're kind of Ric Flairing it over here.
That's right. That's right.
Goodness.
Red Raven postgame show coming up next. We'll hear from one. I believe it's Coach McBride tonight, but we'll hear from one of the coaches. We'll also hear from 2 players. We're going to have co-US 98 player of the games here in Game 1. Coach McBride asked for our permission. I would be a fool not to grant it.
Of course.
So we'll hear from 2 players and a coach coming up. Let's take a 3-minute timeout. We'll be right back here on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network.
Brands and colors. New furniture always brightens a home. We have a great selection of furniture, including sofa sets, recliners, and mattresses. Economy to premium, in stock and ready to brighten your home. Shop now at your local Derailed Commodity Flooring and Furniture, Brazelton and Independence, Kansas, and Joplin and Butler, Missouri.
This is Meat Mountain, and up there on the summit awaits the all-new Filet-O-Lay Steak Bowl from Taco Mayo. A heaping bowl filled with Mexican favorites and literally erupting with filet mignon. The Filet-O-Lay Steak Bowl can be yours if you make it past Chuck's Steak Canyon and the deadly sirloin abyss. Filet mignon beckons, my friend, on the meaty, mighty pinnacle of beefdom. The Filet-O-Lay Steak Bowl from Taco Mayo. Welcome to Meat Mountain.
Think you have to drive to the big city to get your best deal on a vehicle? Think again. And think Perky's Used Cars in Coffeyville. A 2009 Nissan Rogue 4-wheel drive crossover, just $59.95. Or a 2016 Chevy Traverse SUV, only $89.98. View the full inventory right now at Perky'sUsedCars.com.
You'll pay less when you come by and see me, Al Perky, at Perky's Used Cars. We're a mile and a half west of the Woodshed on State Line Road. Perky'sUsedCars.com.
A family member with a health issue doesn't mean they have to leave their home. Windsor Place at-home care can help them stay in the familiar and comfortable surroundings of their own home. Specializing in working with Medicaid patients, Windsor Place at-home care has supportive home care and all the resources to help make staying at home a reality. Find out more about what Windsor Place at-home care can do for you. Visit windsorplace.net.
At CRMC Medical Group, our primary care physicians and providers focus on ways to keep you and your family in good health, as well as care for them when they're not. Our family medicine and women's health physicians are accepting new patients. We have convenient office locations in Coffeyville and Independence with extended and Saturday hours in Coffeyville. If you need a physician or need to make an appointment, please call 620-688-6566. That's 620-688-6566.
I'm Adam Vanderlinden, General Manager of Imperial Vending. We cover all the way to Pittsburgh, Kansas, Iola, Kansas, Fredonia, Kansas, and Caney, Kansas, and all of the towns in between. We also serve micro markets, vending, or coffee service. We offer office coffee, hydration programs. A lot of businesses will just buy pallets of water from us. We sell pallets of water and we deliver them. We also have Powerade, Gatorade, electrolyte powders, and electrolyte freezer pops. Imperial Vending, world-class service.
It's time for the Red Raven postgame show on US 98. Voice of the Red Ravens, Shay Neal, will go over final game stats as well as immediate coach interviews with Tony Turner, Jay Herkelman, and their staff. We will also be joined by the US 98 Player of the Game for a postgame interview. The Red Ravens postgame show is an exclusive production of KUSN Radio Sports.
Push them up against my ear. Raven post-game show as the Lady Ravens roll to an 82-42 win over Haskel JV. I'm Shane Neal, Chris Freund alongside with me. Red Raven men getting ready for their game here tonight, but we'll hear from one of the coaches as well as two players tonight. We're getting the Parker sisters, Chris, on the Red Raven post-game show tonight. Deservedly so.
Yeah, no doubt. What's better than one Parker? Two Parkers.
Two Parkers, that's right. Let's go over stats here before we hear from the coaches and the Parker sisters. Finishing the day for Haskel, shooting 33%, 26% from three, 46% at the line. Leading the way, Jaslyn Noisy, 26 points tonight.
Goodness.
For the Haskel point guard.
Man, what a game from her. And, of course, I'm assuming leading all scores.
Oh, yeah, leading all scorers by 8.
Yeah, I believe it. What a game from her, though.
Lady Ravens, also 10 points for Ileana Pretty on top, hit 3 3-pointers. 3 points as well for Heidi Thomas and Cadence Platero. For the Red Ravens, they shot 47% from the floor, 29% from 3, 62% at the line. 18 points, along with 5 rebounds, 5 steals for Narika Welch. We also had 14 points tonight for Carly Parker to go along with 4 rebounds, 6 assists. No turnovers for the freshman point guard as well.
Wow.
11 points for Aubrey Highshaw, along with 3 rebounds. And as well as 8 for Aspen Clarkson, 5 for Little Cook, 6 for Yulee, 5 for Washington, 9 rebounds for Karis as well. Just again, Chris, you look down this list, 5, 8, 2, 14, 3, 5, 8, 11, 6, 18. It's the depth. Every single player on this team capable of stepping up at any given time.
And I love seeing that from this team, the depth, just the ability to be able to crash the boards, offensive and defensive rebounding, the defense. You got to love pretty much everything you see about this team.
Well, we do have an update here as we wait for Coach and the Parker sisters to come out here. We do have an update for the men's game. Charles Caparasso is playing tonight, suited up, ready to go. But we do have an injury. We'll try to get an update on that here by the end of the night. But no tonight for the Ravens. No freshman forward Vito Bayaze, who will miss the game tonight, has a boot on that foot, and he's in street clothes, so he will not be playing tonight. No Bayaze, but Caparasso is back.
Well, that is good news to have Caparasso back, and hopefully it is just kind of a precautionary method for Vito as well. So
that's one of my favorite names already on the team, Chris. Vito Bayaze.
I love it.
Awesome name.
Yeah, you can't beat it.
No doubt about it. Red Raven postgame show as the Lady Ravens cruise to an 82-42 win in game number 1. They are 4-0 to start the season. Men will look to win their third straight game and start the season 2-0 at home. They're taking on Southwestern JV here in about 14 minutes or so. Let's take a quick 3-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll hear from Coach. We'll also hear from the Parker sisters as we get ready for game number 2 here at Nellis Hall. Don't go anywhere. We're back in 3 minutes on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network.
Lodges. For more than 50 years, Medical Lodges has been serving the area with multiple skilled nursing facilities, assisted living facilities, and home health locations in Kansas. They even have facilities in Missouri and Oklahoma. Services include rehabilitation, adult daycare, and home health assistance. You and your loved ones can lead enhanced lives with the caring and loving hands of the compassionate staff at Medical Lodges.
Buying a home? Refinancing? Apply for a home loan anywhere with Solutions North Bank, formerly Community State Bank. Community State Bank online mortgage tool is easy to use. You can be approved in minutes. And Solutions North Bank lenders are always ready to answer any questions that you may have. Visit ourlocalbank.com on your computer or mobile device and get started today. Solutions North Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Your future begins at Coffeyville Community College. If you're a high school senior, make plans now to attend Senior Day at CCC, Thursday, November 19th. Learn more about what CCC can do for you, including academics, activities, athletics, fine arts, technical programs, and student services. Plus, take a campus tour. CCC Senior Day, Thursday, November 14th from 9 until noon, beginning in the Spencer Rounds Theater. Register today at coffeyville.edu.
It is truck season at Roman Chevrolet in Independence. Drive away in a 2024 Chevy Silverado 1500 for 1.9% APR and no monthly payments for 90 days when you finance through GM Financing. Roman Chevrolet has a very large selection of pre-owned vehicles and new inventory arriving daily. Romans pays more for your trade-in, too. Shop the #1 dealership in Southeast Kansas or visit us online at romanchevrolet.com. Roman Chevrolet at 2313 Main in Independence. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
Make your home more comforting with help from Derailed Commodity. Update your flooring with the area's largest selection of in-stock carpet, luxury vinyl plank, tile, area rugs, and more in many styles, brands, and colors. New furniture always brightens a home. We have a great selection of furniture, including sofa sets, recliners, and mattresses. Economy to premium, in stock and ready to brighten your home. Shop now at your local Derailed Commodity Flooring and Furniture, Brazelton in Independence, Kansas, and Joplin and Butler, Missouri.
Taco Mayo's new filet ole steak bowl is piled high with filet mignon.
It's filet mignon.
A heaping bowl loaded with refried beans, Mexicali rice, cheddar jack sour cream, and tender filet mignon.
It's filet mignon.
Filet mignon. Filet mignon.
Filet mignon. Filet mignon.
Savor the juicy filet ole steak bowl stacked with filet mignon and only from Taco Mayo.
That's a wrap.
No, that's a bowl.
Better. Yeah. Red Raven post-game show here from Nellis Hall as we get ready for game 2 of our doubleheader. I'm Shay Neal and we're talking about an 82-42 win over the Haskel JV Fighting Indians. And before we get to our player of the game, Carly Parker, we're going to be joined by the newest member of the coaching staff. I'll let her introduce herself in her first year on staff. Coach, thanks so much for being here. How are you?
I'm good. I'm feeling good. How are you feeling tonight?
I'm doing well. I'm always happy after a 40-point win. But before we start talking about the team's performance tonight, why don't you tell us about where you came from and a little bit about how you ended up in Coffeyville with Coach Turner and the staff.
Well, Coach Turner, he was recruiting me out of high school, and it never quite worked out, but we always kept in close relations, and I just graduated from Texas Rio Grande Valley last semester, and so I'm really, glad and excited that he decided to invite me on his coaching staff, and, I'm just learning things as a rookie coach, of course, but, yeah, I'm excited for the rest of the season.
No doubt about it. Your team obviously off to a 4-0 start. That helps you get excited for the start of the season, but another great day for Narika Welch, 18 points to lead the team, 5 steals, 5 rebounds. Her offense impressive, her ability to score the ball impressive, but I think her defense even more so impressive, Coach.
Yes. Narika has such a high basketball IQ, and she's such a great asset to the team, and we're super excited to have her this season. She's been such a great plus.
No doubt about it. And we saw another great performance as well from this bench unit, 5 for Little Cook, 8 for Clarkson, as well as to some other pieces that contributed. Ava had some points late, 6 for Yulee. And it feels like, we talked about it a little bit, Narika's led this team in scoring so far this year, but it doesn't feel like you need Narika to put up 15 points. Because it feels like if Narika has an off night, other players on this team can step up and contribute when they need to.
Yes, we have a very even, deep bench, a lot of guards, high IQ. We can pass it around. There's not one person that I don't have any confidence in, and next person can just step up. We don't need anybody individually. Everybody contributes, and so it's just been great to watch.
And, Coach, of course, you have a quick turnaround, 48 hours. You'll be in Miami to take on NEO. But what do you – well, obviously, you've matched up with the Lady Norsemen this year already, so you have a little bit of a head start in terms of scouting. But what's a thing or two that your team did tonight that you'd like to see improvement from for that matchup with NEO on Wednesday?
I think that if we can get our post to have more presence inside and be aggressive in the post and be able to suck that defense in so we can open our guards up, that would be great.
Great stuff, and we appreciate you taking some time with us. Let's take a quick 60-second timeout. When we come back, we'll hear from our Red Raven US 98 player of the game, Carly Parker. We're back in 60 seconds here on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network.
You have to drive to the big city to get your best deal on a vehicle? Think again. And think Perky's Used Cars in Coffeyville. A 2009 Nissan Rogue 4-wheel drive. 16 Chevy Traverse SUV, only $89.98. View the full inventory right now at Perky'sUsedCars.com.
You'll pay less when you come by and see me, Al Perky, at Perky's Used Cars. We're a mile and a half west of the Woodshed on State Line Road. Perky'sUsedCars.com.
Peace of mind. That's what you get when you or a family member can stay in your home when health issues arise. Windsor Place At-Home Care makes staying at home possible. Whether it's a disability, aging, or illness, Windsor Place At-Home Care has the staff and resources to properly support you in the comfort and familiarity of your own home. Specializing in working with Medicaid patients providing in-home support and care, Windsor Place At-Home Care is there for you. Find out more, visit windsorplace.net.
Red Raven post-game show. Lady Ravens roll 82-42. We got men's basketball here in about 5 minutes or so, but let's quickly talk to the US 98 player of the game, Carly Parker. Carly, a nice performance tonight, 14 points as well as 4 rebounds, 6 assists. Didn't turn the ball over. What did you see over the course of those 40 minutes that was working so well for you?
I felt like yeah, it is good. I just felt like I had really much confidence in myself. Knowing I was off the first 3 games, I just felt like I was playing good the whole 40 minutes I was out there.
And Carly, of course, we talked about 4 freshman point guards on this team. So working with Cam, working with Kaylin, as well as working with Olivia. What are you teaching each other every day in practice, and what do you like most about competing with those other point guards?
That we're gonna make each other better. We're gonna push each other to where we're gonna get in fights or we don't like it, but we're gonna push each other to where we're both gonna get better, and that's what we love, and that's what we're gonna do.
Carly Parker, our US 98 player of the game. Carly, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Let's take a 3-minute timeout. We'll be right back. totally disregarded me, but we're okay.
That's okay.
We're
That's
okay.
all right.
Welch for three, nothing but net. Noriko Welch. Its way to Boston Chambers, 3:13 to go. That one poked, stolen by Baker. Here comes Little Cook the other way. Olivia all the way inside, lays it in the other way, coast to coast. Nice move, can't finish. Rebound collected by Karras. Right back to Aubrey. Goes back up, got it. Aubrey.
Done that in their lives. Countless, I'm assuming.
15 years of driveway basketball right there. Welch with a takeaway. Parker back to Noriko. Ravens in control. We're about halfway through the second quarter. It's 26-9. Cross-court pass jump by Noriko Welch. Welch up ahead to Carly Parker, who goes up. Feels like it speeds you up. Parker back to Welch. Noriko back to Carly. Lets it go. Got it! 3:46 to go. Corner three, Little Cook. Good. Olivia Little Cook. Johnson's three in and out. Rebound taken by Highshaw. Goes up and one. Little flexing here, my back view. Three-pointer, good. Camry Johnson's first point. To Yulee, puts up the shot. Got it. Lena Yulee's had a nice night.